Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to the Authority Leagues. Today we're going to be kicking off map 1 of X-Myth Esports versus Hot and Spicy. But before we get into this, we obviously have to wait for the veto to occur, and apparently that's not happening for an extra minute. So now we wait, we clap our hands, we twiddle our thumbs, and hope that something happens. Ugh. I am Malice, or Ash, or Aqua. Made an alias at some point. Didn't really care to use it beyond much. And it's been a while since there has been any casts from me, but I'll do my best. But this is the first one times I'll have an observer with me, so that's also a fun time. Is the veto popping up somewhere? Where? Oh, I'm okay. There we are. Honestly, so I would assume that Anubis is now in the poll as well. I say assume because I don't pay attention or read things. And yeah. Is Anubis in the poll? No. Ah, well, never mind. Good thing I don't know the call-outs anyways. Alright, let's see this. Is that what, Nuke Band? Oh god, I have to look at the tiny icons. Is that Vertigo? I know what's happening, I swear. Come on, stage 2. What's out next? What's the next band? Well, doesn't matter, taking their time. We will see. I feel like Hot and Spicy's logo, though, that is absolutely clean. Although the question mark is quite enticing. Oh, is that Mirage? Is that map 1? Alright, Mirage for map 1. Easy map, standard map. What's a Mirage, Inferno, and come on, one more. Give me an Ancient. That looks like Dust 2. Overpass. That's 3 really good maps. Oh, my camera's dying. 1 second. There we are. Yeah, 3 really solid maps for a best of 3. I'd like to say quite diverse as well. I mean, obviously Mirage is the classic. Everybody knows and plays Mirage. Everybody... I feel like even people who don't pay attention to the game would immediately be able to say, yeah, I know what Mirage is, guys. But Overpass as well. One of my more favorite maps in general. I think it's I like how long it is, and that's what a lot of people just complain about, because ultimately they're like, it takes too much time. And I'll admit, when people do play the wait till the final 20 seconds of the round and hope and then make an execute, it does get a little bit tiresome, but I highly doubt that's going to be the case in this game. And Inferno as well, the classic, one of the more definitive maps as well. A lot of very high profile moments going on over there, like the stolen clutch of the year from Rops in that, Katowice final 15-14. Rops gets the 4K to take it to it, but Manetti won that clutch for some reason, which I will... I don't have any soapboxes in the CSGO space, so this will be the soapbox. But yeah, it's I like it. A cheeky Mirage, easing me in gently. It means I don't need to scramble to figure out callouts. Because I'll be honest, if an Ancient was in here, even now I'd be like, what even is a cheater, really? You'll never know. Is there any indication on when the game's going to go live? Okay. And we'll take a small break. We'll be back as the game goes live.
Done. No elf left, and there we go, join the force. They take the victory over 95 Vikings. And they take the first spot in this season.
Two groups of 7 teams will battle against each other in the round of robin best of 1 stage. Number 1, each group goes to the semi-finals. Worst team of each group is out. The other 10 teams will go to the playing stage and battle it out for the remaining spots in the playoffs.
Don't get the 1. Now it's on Pena. He gets the 1. Can he get the second as he peeks out? He does get the second.
They again are having a bye, and the Ren boost is coming out. This is what you like to see. And Bradfly takes the entry onto JV so easily. He was just flying like a bird there.
The BM keeping tabs open on everything. They haven't really gotten a queue from Ramp Room yet, but Pink Lilo obviously seeing them hover around. Scaffold's closed down. Is he gonna wriggle around? Oh no, he gets Ajax down. Ajax, you know, he had the nice boost over, but I don't think we'll see a lot more than that. Ajax, good flash already. They're looking to move in right away. No need to waste time, as you're gonna snag these 2 kills right away. Well done from Nexus. But it's working out so well. Look at the nade lineup. Look at the smokes. This is beautiful. And look at the stack over there. 3 players. They don't get. I'm at a loss for words right now. What's going on? Everything is set up beautiful. Neri trades out his teammate. 4-on-1. He's gonna be met by players from behind any second now. He's burning up in flames. He's trying to no-scope, but here comes in the knife. Never mind. Illusion steals the kill. We could have seen a knife here. Great coming back into this game from them. 4 rounds in a row now. The start just looked really depressing, but now it looks better. And Keegan was sneaking in there. Still got blown up by the bomb, however. Timer, auto utility, and here it is, Rookno and Nexus. They're getting these kills as the bomb is planted, but Lil Hope has very little to do here. Nexus, you know, they both can focus on him and take him out first, but they don't. Lil Hope, he's still in it. No, Nexus, he's so wrecked, you know. Able to be taken from BM side. And they don't want to press ramp too much, but they're going to be pushed here. And here is a lot of firepower lined up. Lino and Illusion just finishing them all up. As just like this last round went. And it's easy as that right now. Wolfie here still trying to get information from Catwalk side, but just no clues given. 2 players extremely silent. 1 moving out now, but he doesn't know where Illusion is. He's going to be checking the cooler. Actually, it could go both ways. Illusion peeking out, but no, Wolfie's faster. Still have the splinters from last rounds. Yeah, the total utility damage as well. Inferus has absolutely nothing. Keegan has 250, Illusion has 200, and Lino in the same position. They still don't clear it. Ajax with it. He's gonna be damaged, but Keegan is there coming from behind. Look at this. It's a cleanup job from him. Nexus stuck in that smoke. Gets Keegan down. Still an option for him. He's not going for it. He doesn't have the kit, so he either has to take the duel. Now he can make it happen. And I think he should be able to make it in time. Yeah, very safe. Inferos, they are hiding, but Ajax not doing it well enough. Lil Hope crawling up with USB. He's not scared of anything. He knows someone's here behind the post. Rootgnu trying to disrupt them, but it's 1 against 3. It's a futile effort. Lil Hope's there, and he finishes up the round. Meanwhile, Lin head up out on their own. Ajax haven't seen him too much yet. Nade goes in, pretty well timed. Doesn't do a lot though, only tickling the back line there. Lil Hope, it's a nasty corner to welcome them from, and Lil Hope gets the triple in a matter of seconds. Finds the kill, and Rootgnu trades him out immediately. This is a good opening. Illusion, that smoke will be playing against him. He has to find a better position, but he takes Rootgnu down, and they are being pincered up. Now there's 1 player coming from stairs, and Illusion pretty much gifts himself the bomb. Here, Lino opens up nicely. They're defending the B side so well. They got a free pass there, almost a lottery ticket. And the Mach 10. Tenderizing and sometimes finishing up the opponents. Nothing lost yet. Soneri pressing on mid. That's nice to see. Root is there. He takes a very clean kill, and Wolfie goes down as well. Soneri, an absolute menace in top mid. We haven't seen him engage too much from Inferus. The BM keeping tabs open on everything. They haven't really gotten a queue from Ramp Room yet, but Pink Lilo obviously seeing them hover around. Scaffold's closed down. Is he gonna wriggle around? Oh no, he gets Ajax down. Ajax, you know, he had the nice boost over, but I don't think we'll see a lot more than that. Ajax, good flash already. They're looking to move in right away. No need to waste time, as you're gonna snag these 2 kills right away. Well done from Nexus. But it's working out so well. Look at the nade lineup. Look at the smokes. This is beautiful. And look at the stack over there. 3 players. They don't get... I'm at a loss for words right now. What's going on? Everything is set up beautifully. Neri trades out his teammate. 4-on-1. He's gonna be met by players from behind any second now. He's burning up in flames. He's trying to no-scope, but here comes in the knife. Never mind. Illusion steals the kill. We could have seen a knife here. Great coming back into this game from them. 4 rounds in a row now. The start just looked really depressing, but now it looks better. And Keegan was sneaking in there. Still got blown up by the bomb, however. Timer, auto utility, and here it is, Rookno and Nexus. They're getting these kills as the bomb is planted, but Lil Hope has very little to do here. Nexus, you know, they both can focus on him and take him out first, but they don't. Lil Hope, he's still in it now. Nexus, he's so wrecked, you know. Able to be taken from BM side. And they don't want to press ramp too much, but they're going to be pushed here. And here is a lot of firepower lined up. Lino and Illusion just finishing them all up. As just like this last round went. And it's easy as that right now. Wolfie here still trying to get information from Catwalk side, but just no clues given. 2 players extremely silent. 1 moving out now, but he doesn't know where Illusion is. He's going to be checking the cooler. Actually, it could go both ways. Illusion peeking out, but no, Wolfie's faster. Still have the splinters from last rounds. Yeah, the total utility damage as well. Inferus has absolutely nothing. Keegan has 250. Illusion has 200, and Lino in the same position. They still don't clear it. Ajax with it. He's gonna be damaged, but Keegan is there coming from behind. Look at this. It's a cleanup job from him. Nexus stuck in that smoke. Gets Keegan down. Still an option for him. He's not going for it. He doesn't have the kit, so he either has to take the duel. Now he can make it happen. And I think he should be able to make it in time. Yeah, very safe. Inferos, they are hiding, but Ajax not doing it well enough. Lil Hope crawling up with USB. He's not scared of anything. He knows someone's there behind the post. Rootgnu trying to disrupt them, but it's 1 against 3. It's a futile effort. Lil Hope's there, and he finishes up the round. Meanwhile, Lin head up out on their own. Ajax haven't seen him too much yet. Nade goes in, pretty well timed. Doesn't do a lot though, only tickling the back line there. Lil Hope, it's a nasty corner to welcome them from, and Lil Hope gets the triple in a matter of seconds. Finds the kill, and Rootgnu trades him out immediately. This is a good opening. Illusion, that smoke will be playing against him. He has to find a better position, but it takes Rootgnu down, and they are being pincered up. Now there's 1 player coming from stairs, and Illusion pretty much gifts himself the bomb. Here, Lino opens up nicely. They're defending the B side so well. They got a free pass there, almost a lottery ticket. And the Mach 10. Tenderizing and sometimes finishing up the opponents. Nothing lost yet. Soneri pressing on mid. That's nice to see. Root is there. He takes a very clean kill, and Wolfie goes down as well. Soneri, an absolute menace in top mid. We haven't seen him engage too much from Inferus. The BM keeping tabs open on everything. They haven't really gotten a queue from Ramp Room yet, but Pink Lilo obviously seeing them hover around. Scaffold's closed down. Is he gonna wriggle around? Oh no, he gets Ajax down. Ajax, you know, he had the nice boost over, but I don't think we'll see a lot more than that. Ajax, good flash already. They're looking to move in right away. No need to waste time, as you're gonna snag these 2 kills right away. Well done from Nexus. But it's working out so well. Look at the nade lineup. Look at the smokes. This is beautiful. And look at the stack over there. 3 players. They don't get... I'm at a loss for words right now. What's going on? Everything is set up beautifully. Neri trades out his teammate. 4-on-1. He's gonna be met by players from behind any second now. He's burning up in flames. He's trying to no-scope, but here comes in the knife. Never mind. Illusion steals the kill. We could have seen a knife here. Great coming back into this game from them. 4 rounds in a row now. The start just looked really depressing, but now it looks better. And Keegan was sneaking in there. Still, he got blown up by the bomb, however. Timer, auto utility, and here it is, Rookno and Nexus. They're getting these kills as the bomb is planted, but Lil Hope has very little to do here. Nexus, you know, they both can focus on him and take him out first, but they don't. Lil Hope, he's still in it now. Nexus, he's so wrecked, you know. Able to be taken from BM side. And they don't want to press ramp too much, but they're going to be pushed here. And here is a lot of firepower lined up. Lino and Illusion just finishing them all up, as just like this last round went, and it's easy as that right now. Wolfie here still trying to get information from Catwalk side, but just no clues given. 2 players extremely silent. 1 moving out now, but he doesn't know where Illusion is. He's going to be checking the cooler. Actually, it could go both ways. Illusion peeking out, but no, Wolfie's faster. Still have the splinters from last rounds. Yeah, the total utility damage as well. Inferus has absolutely nothing. Keegan has 250. Illusion has 200, and Lino in the same position. They still don't clear it. Ajax with it. He's gonna be damaged, but Keegan is there coming from behind. Look at this. It's a cleanup job from him. Nexus stuck in that smoke. Gets Keegan down. Still an option for him. He's not going for it. He doesn't have the kit, so he either has to take the duel. Now he can make it happen. And I think he should be able to make it in time. Yeah, very safe. Infos, they are hiding, but Ajax not doing it well enough. Lil Hope crawling up with USB. He's not scared of anything. He knows someone's there behind the post. Rootgnu trying to disrupt them, but it's 1 against 3. It's a futile effort. Lil Hope's there, and he finishes up the round. Meanwhile, Lin up out on their own. Ajax. Haven't seen him too much yet. Nade goes in, pretty well timed. Doesn't do a lot though, only tickling the back line there. Lil Hope, it's a nasty corner to welcome them from, and Lil Hope gets the triple in a matter of seconds. Finds the kill, and Rootgnu trades him out immediately. This is a good opening. Illusion, that smoke will be playing against him. He has to find a better position, but it takes Rootgnu down, and they are being pincered up. Now there's 1 player coming from stairs, and Illusion pretty much gifts himself the bomb. Here, Lino opens up nicely. They're defending the B side so well. They got a free pass there, almost a lottery ticket. And the Mac 10 tenderizing and sometimes finishing up the opponents. Nothing lost yet. Soneri pressing on mid. That's nice to see. Root is there. He takes a very clean kill, and Wolfie goes down as well. Soneri, an absolute menace in top mid. We haven't seen him engage too much from Inferus. The BM keeping tabs open on everything. They haven't really gotten a queue from Ramp Room yet, but Pink Lilo obviously seeing them hover around. Scaffold's closed down. Is he gonna wriggle around? Oh no, he gets Ajax down. Ajax, you know, he had the nice boost over, but I don't think we'll see a lot more than that. Ajax, good flash already. They're looking to move in right away. No need to waste time, as you're gonna snag these 2 kills right away. Well done from Nexus. But it's working out so well. Look at the nade lineup. Look at the smokes. This is beautiful. And look at the stack over there. 3 players, they don't get... I'm at a loss for words right now. What's going on? Everything is set up beautifully. Neri trades out his teammate 4-on-1. He's gonna be met by players from behind any second now. He's burning up in flames. He's trying to no-scope, but here comes in the knife. Never mind, Illusion steals the kill. We could have seen a knife here. Great coming back into this game from them. 4 rounds in a row now. The start just looked really depressing, but now it looks better, and Keegan was...
Alright, and welcome back to the Authority League. We're kicking off the game now. We can, you know, knife round, not really important. It's just like rite of passage, really. Well, it's already decided, right? That's the whole angle. Alright, can I get some game audio? I don't actually have any game audio. But regardless, I mean, we now just watch all the players wander around and spawn, because it's part of the charm, really. Are you involved in CSGO casting? If you're not prepared to see all of... There we are, looks like we're kicking off now. All things you're excited to see. Lovely pistol round. I get to see how they're going to play this. Sometimes at this level you just see full armor, but, you know... Bit of util thrown out. Apparently Salty is the nerdy one with all the nades and the bomb, so we get to see. Let's see how this starts. Looks like a current 3 stacked towards B, but obviously they're gonna like kind of rotate out and not quite be there. But it looks like the T side are kind of congesting towards the A site, throwing a lot of smoke, so there will be an exec. They're bursting out onto the site. It's hot and spicy. Well, they're taking a lot of control, but... Uh-oh. Derny decides that it's not their day. A 4v3 retake now. Oh, and a lovely gush. How they shape out. They are taking a lot of fights, but, you know, 4 players are on out here. It's 2v2. 1v1 for the clutch. Angus runs up, changes the gun, goes for the kill, and gets it. And that should be the pistol round going to X-Myth. There we are. Obviously, it's a great start for the CT side to get their money running. But we're still going to see a weird little force buy from the Ts. And, you know, I rate this, but, you know, when it gets to the bonus round, I'm kind of nervous because there are a lot of, like, FAMAS on display. And I wouldn't trust that gun with my life. It is because I suck, but that's besides the point, really. Yeah, and I'm once going to hit towards the A site, but oh no! Nell's been shot down immediately, but the trade comes in. And honestly, the CT side are all smoked off. Oh, that's me. Hello. There we are. Back to the action here. Steps, cleans up a kill, and the bomb's being defused. Looks like it's just going to be a save for Gadden. And, yeah, that's all the round is going to amount to. I like how they tried, but ultimately the CTs were just way too strong. And it didn't allow them any room to move. And that puts the money in a slightly awkward position. Just going to be a, like, half buy. But because they did get a bomb plant, at least it allows them to get a full buy in the next round. So, obviously Gadden with the Hero Galil, which it sounds quite promising, but it's ultimately still a Galil. And obviously this bonus round gets a bit sexier for the CT side because, well, yeah, sure, you still have 2 FAMASs, but the best gun they have is a Galil and pistol, so it should just be a standard, like, run-of-the-mill clean third round. Oh, nice boost up, but yeah, ultimately you just couldn't take the fight well. Asteria. Oh, what a deagle from Nels. Does get the MP9 though. Not the favorite weapon of choice, but you know, at least 2 players with guns now. You can actually try hold your part of the map and not to worry about, you know, like, am I just gonna get out aimed? And I like how they're playing this because they're all flooding towards this B site, and well, all of the B control is stuck in apartments. If Angus dies, this is looking really dicey. Oh, a slow peek around the corner, tries to get the spray, but Salty trades with the P250. All the T's have guns, but will Blowy, or Blewis, will they take advantage? They don't though. Another kill comes for the T's, and it's about timing, really. Blowis peeks out, as does Steps, but unfortunately it's Salty versus Steps in the 1v1. But obviously Salty's friend is the 2 HP, 1 shot and boom, Hot and Spicy take their first round. And that was pretty much a half buy, so egg on X Smith's face right now, because you can't. If you're gonna aim to be a strong team in any situation, you can't be losing the rounds that are gonna be so easy to win. And look at this. Immediately, USPs and a deagle. That's it. That's all you got. You won the pistol. You won the force, but unfortunately, well, money's a chump's game, and Salty just got 2 kills, so yeah. Obviously, if you're the CTs, you start to rethink. You go, okay, what do we do now? Oh, Steps managed to get Nels, though, and that's an AK retrieved. And, well, Steps is doing some pretty nasty things. So, there's always potential. Oh, but Salty again. But Lois tries to get one from behind, but is just dispatched. The bomb's being planted, and Steps, all they can do, hide and spawn, and save the gun. And that is going to be the game evened out. Obviously not as spicy as you'd like to argue it is. It is still 2. It's still 2-2, but, you know, I always view, obviously, the CT side significantly easier to hold, of course. So, you know, if the T side actually manages to get the ball rolling and some actual momentum behind them, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. So, you know, I feel like this, obviously this first half feels like it's just going to be them trying to, like, jostle for control. And obviously, like, who knows who's going to come out on top. This is the full investment, though, and the AWP has been brought on out, so maybe Derny can show what they're really capable of. But, you know, so does Gadan on the other side, so... And obviously the CTs have much more to lose. Went for a mid-peak, but ultimately are falling back and heading towards that A site. Merkel, though, could take contact, sees the face, but another player steps on out. Don't... Oh, that wasn't an intentional pun, but... You know what? Sometimes you just take what you can. Regardless, it doesn't amount to anything, as Blois is still... trying to figure it out. How to peek past his smoke, though. Sees the person there. Merkel's down, as is Salty. This is what they wanted to do before, but... Wow, they're really making it effective. The bomb is still in T-spawn. They're just... I don't want to call a save immediately. But with how questionable the money is for that T side. Yeah, sure, there's like money in a few players' pockets, but overall it's actually looking really rough. So I would still be quite worried. Yeah, this round's just going to slowly peter on out. It doesn't look... Yeah, just the full save. That aren't things you like to see, I'll be honest. But, I mean, fair play to the CTs, though. Steps and... I really don't want to keep calling them Blowis. It might just be B. Lewis. Who knows? But regardless, I mean, what a great mid take. It was just a very standard default towards mid for the T side, but honestly, they just got blown out on multiple different avenues. As two players tried to take mid, I think Durney got a pick at ramp. So, like I said, a pretty strong response. And yeah, that save was necessary as the T side have gotten a fairly full buy. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see how both teams can defend on their CT side and, well, how good they are at actually taking map control. Because in the pool, we have Mirage, Inferno, and Overpass. And two of those maps are very, like, map control heavy, very defaulty. You know, you have to fully just take all the space you can. Especially if we do get to our decider of Overpass, which, you know, time is like 90% of the game on that map. But a slow start to the round. Not really much happening. They've taken mid control. Mid has been fully given up, and we are going towards the connector position. As we may end up pincering Old Asteria, as they are playing very aggressively towards ramp. And if Nels takes the duel and wins, there can be such a strong attack coming out from the players stuck in connector. Obviously, first contact has been made. Durney's kind of possibly going to ruin it. If they get a bad timing, they can just pick... No, they're going into CT spawn, and they definitely heard that jump. This A site suddenly getting really claustrophobic, but the key point is there's still enough util to hold it at bay. Oh, but Merkel's just stepped on out. They have so much space. They get the pick on Asteria, but just kills in sequence. My God, consecutively about... So many people are dead. How are you supposed to even keep up with this? Salty keeps control of the jungle. Oh, but Danny goes for the pick through the box, gets the tag, but that's all they can muster. Change to the AK, though. A lot more adaptable, but with only 46 HP, it's going to be hard to see. A nice use for smoke, but obviously... Oh, uh-oh. That's an immediate pick. Durney really making a case for this 1v3 clutch. Sees the next player, but Salty, once again, holds their ground. Keeps it very clean. I want to suggest that the trading game on both teams has actually been really solid, especially in that round. It was only till the final moments where you could actually tell who was in control. And that kind of is the really, like, scary nature of these games. As, you know, most of these plays are just really explosive. Oh, Belos goes for a deagle pick, tries to take revenge after Durney got taken down. But obviously this is just a deco buy. You barely trust these with the highest level of competition. So I don't trust this to really amount to anything. But if any position can get behind this very aggressive T side, I was going to say bench, but yep, Stereo just got mollied out and held. Or pick onto B. Lewis, and yeah, maybe a 1 or so. There we are. That's a nice one to see. Steps, you know, 1 step in the round, 2 steps in total. Another pick, but has been taken down by the AWP. The big green silences the loud stepper. Angus, though. What a hell of a name. One hell of a backflip. Immediately domed. And that's the 4th round going to hot and spicy. And that's honestly how I describe this game. Jostling for control, continually trying to get the advantage, but there's only so much you can do in these situations. Oh, Asteria's picking up the AWP now. Was on Durney, so we'll see. B. Lewis gets a pick. 2 kills for both teams respectively. Apiece. And where does that leave our T side? 1 player taken top mid. Merkel, oh, inconnected, gets shut down by Asteria. Angus, once again, it's probably going to be hearing these footsteps. An AWP as well in a very close corner. And they are heading towards the safe site, and it's just gotten a whole lot more claustrophobic. Unless Nels can break something open here. Angus, though, in such a mean angle. It's going to be really hard to clear this out, especially if you make any noise. Angus has all the control they could possibly need. Just occasional jiggle now and then. And that's a lot of information secured. They peek out, they get the timing, they've made the shot, but are we going to see a quick... We see... Oh, Nell somehow got the pick, but uh-oh. That's a very questionable timing from Gadan, just jumping across. Still has 30 seconds, though. Doesn't need to rush this, but instead just rushes right into Asteria's AWP. And, you know, perhaps lost a bit of composure there. Got a little bit worried. Wasn't sure what to do. And we're seeing a double AWP being picked up here on the CT side. Okay. I mean, I suppose credit to Hot and Spicy. They really did a good job in... Wait, no, hold on. I'm confusing myself. I'm still perplexed by this double AWP setup. On Mirage, it makes sense, but, you know, where have you put it? The 5-7s currently jump spot in apartments. Wait, hold on. Let's piece this together. So you have one holding pit, and you have the other holding mid, and you've left the 5-7 and the M4 to hold B. At least there's a lot of util, but you know, oh, never mind. Look at this! What a slaughter! A slaughter at the B site. Nobody even took any damage. I was questioning their decision, but egg is on my face now. Look at that. What a round. Absolutely clean. They were the one that their money was in jeopardy. They didn't even... Oh, wow. That's one hell of a CT round. You never want to be shut out from a bomb site like that. Now we assume natural situation. Steps, holding under bounce. Oh, never mind. They're all falling like flies. Gadan gets a Glock kill, but it's just Merkel alone. Gets one. Actually, sorry, gets one, but ultimately, yeah. And I suppose this is a game that decides, obviously this best of 3 decides who is going to go into the semi-finals. And I believe that semi-final spot is against, let me just quickly check, I believe it is 95 Vikings. Which, you know, semi-finals, or not semi-finals, like second place in the last Authority League, so pretty hot, pretty high caliber. Oh, uh-oh. Scenic shots aren't showing too well on the game because 2 players have been picked off immediately. Steps, springs on out, but a flash salty manages to trade. Oh, and a Nia spray transfer. But look at how bruised the T side is. You may have a bit of util, but ultimately you have 20 HP between you. B. Lewis above the smoke just picks off another. Merkel, is the timing gonna suit? You gets the first, but it's now 1v2. Sees the head. That's an amazing second connection. Merkel, 6 HP. 2 kills in the round so far, but Durney. How are they gonna play this? There's 50 seconds on the clock, and Merkel does have the bomb. This is where the mind games start. Merkel goes high. Durney goes low, but unfortunately the USB comes to bite Merkel in the clutch. Great defense. Great way to take the fights. But ultimately, you were still working on 6 HP, so all the kudos to Merkel, but you know, sometimes you can't you can't be more than the sum of your parts, and, well, your parts were bruised, broken, bloodied, and just a write-off, essentially. Steps takes mid-control again, takes the first and the second and the third. Once again, it's another round where the T-side has been knocked down to pistols, and it's a cleanup from X-Myth. Obviously, it's always good to see some pistols getting at least a slight bit of damage. But yeah, just look at steps here. Just 1, 2, and the third. I don't care if it's an eco frag. It still looks pretty clean. You know, some people whiff those shots. And Hot and Spicy occasionally whiff those rounds. It's 8-4. So the CT side have already won the half. We're seeing this AWP get tossed around a lot as well. Now Steps is holding the big green. That's an interesting development. A dynamic situation. And B. Lewis is just holding strong. Steps can peek out if they want to sync it up. Oh, they go to take some control. Merkel thinks something's happened, but another player's come to defend them. Steps, amazing initiative to take that fight, but unfortunately Asteria gets taken down, so it's a 1-for-1 trade, but probably would have liked to keep the other player alive. B. Lewis, though, is still sticking around. And mid is half the fight here. Gadden has an AWP, but can only hold one angle, really. Oh, when they peek up the side. B. Lewis, is he going to catch the timing? Salty's holding for this, though. And they're about to see him in 3, 2, 1. No, yeah, we are. I was going to say, I was like, you're letting them get so much position. Did mess up my counting, though. That's on you, but Durney. One flick. Very clean. Steps. Oh, no. Tries the quick scope in the connector, but hits the second. And Steps takes another. Gadan. AWP 1v3 gets the first, peeks out again, but unfortunately there's 2 players aimed on you. But yeah, let's just see. Just Durney cleans up those flicks. But Steps with this incredible headshot. That's nutty. It takes a lot of composure to hit that second shot once you've missed it in such close quarters. I know a lot of people who would ultimately just say, let's just use the pistol in this situation. Yeah, and Steps not on the AWP this round either. That's his fun, but it looks like it's going to be an A-rush, waterfall out. Well, immediate kill taked. But still trades. It's uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's another one of these rounds, is it? Not today. B. Lewis takes frag grenade and turns it into gold. The spam is not really the best. It's just giving out your location. But I guess the key insight is it's a Deagle and an M4, but it's only one player left, and that is the D. They just want to hide in the smoke. How much time do you have? You're sneaking around. Gets the first. Uh-oh. Pulls out the gun. No, but with 5 HP, B. Lewis just manages to keep it alive. Incredible. They played that clutch fantastically. I thought Salty had won it with this play, though, but B. Lewis didn't give them the fight they wanted. Salty was just too nervous to take it comfortably, and just a headshot just deletes it. Great stoic play from B. Lewis. On 6 HP, something that Merkel couldn't achieve either. Oh, but Katan just sends a player ragdoll and gets a tag onto Asteria. Oh no, Durney misses the easy one, and Nels gets one in stereo. This is a 5v2 on the last round of the half. Is this the final boost that Hot and Spicy need to potentially gear up for a successful pistol? Obviously, the CT size being quite passive, they realize a lot of territory has been blocked off. So how will they try to do this? 2v4. The bomb is going down. And it's Angus in a 1v5. Can't do it. So, an incredibly strong CT side for X-Myth. And a very strong performance from well, three of the main, Steps, Durney, and B. Lewis. But it wasn't quite the same on the other side. You want to see the discrepancy go a little bit higher. You want to see at least, you want to see more of a team effort. Because if you don't, well, it's just gonna go the same way it did last half. But here we are, the pistol. Oh, Nels gets the first. And Salty gets some information as well. They are hitting the B side. Oh, what a first headshot. A lot of damage on the second, but the trades are coming in. The T side kind of squashed at this van, but they're also playing separate angles. What a flick for that first player. B. Lewis knows where two players are and has shown that they aren't scared at holding a position. They will play around. They'll use all the advantages. Oh, and they have all the information. Jumps across. Tries to hit the head, but it is the Glock. Oh, gets the... No, wait. 2 kills again. It's a 1v1. Oh, man alive. The headshots on display. B. Lewis. Let's take a look at this. Jumps across. Spots this player. Knows that if they go for the headshot, they can make it, but they don't quite. But don't worry. They turn back. Get the second there. Oh, what a... It was sincerely a round of headshots. And nearly a display of brilliance from B. Lewis. A 4K in the pistol. But unfortunately, there's only so much you can do. A timeout has been called. And it looks like it was from X-Myth. So, you know, obviously they go, well, unfortunately, we didn't win. Obviously, you would have loved to have gotten the pistol and, you know, carried on the momentum. Because a 10-round CT half is absolutely tremendous. Just seen... Yeah, there we are, the round. Oh, no, there we are. Looks like we are back to going again. Oh, what a... Wow, what a I say questionable. What a strange buy from the CT side. A single M4A1S, but otherwise 2 FAMAS and 2 MP9. I appreciate using the util, but man alive, those guns do not fill me with confidence. But then again, it is a pistol on the other side, so... Oh, but they are funneling in through connector. Oh, but Nels has a rough time with the first. That leads to the second, but Salty manages to trade. Oh, no. And I'm just going to call them Oyster. I don't know what those jumbled up letters are supposed to mean. Just cleans up. Durney sees the head, but doesn't get the shot. A strong response on the CT side, but ultimately, look at this. This is what they were waiting for. Oh. Durney opts for a scout instead of an AK as well. So, gonna be interesting to see what they can do here. Oh, but B. Lewis, I would say the man of the match so far, just completely nailing half of these shots. Are they going to bridge into connector, or are they just going to hold the spot, take mid control? Really wants to get an angle here, and so does Nels. They're both itching for any, like, better position, but that smoke going down. Oh no, they've been spotted. I knew it was only a matter of time. But they still haven't been compromised yet, though. Window's been smoked out, but now the 2 players are holding connected by itself, with Oyster just making sure you can't over-aggress. They are in the ladder room, so there's a chance that the timing gets missed as B. Lewis just gets a first, Steps gets the second, and A site has been cracked into. It's all on Salty to do anything in this round, to give an even chance of allowing this to happen. But now it's a 1v5, the one spray down, but that is all. X-Myth with a very strong response. Shows that once they get the guns out, they aren't going to be pushed around. And it's the issues with the CT buy. The money has immediately vanished, and now you're playing severely from behind again. They will be able to make a response in the next round, of course, but, you know, 12-7, not the most comfortable scoreline. Durney, use some util, gets a great pick, and they are trying to set up a bit on the B site, but, yeah, well, actually, the bomb is setting up here, but Angus is probably telling the team, hey, guys. Oh, hold on. Nels, that's not the idea. But they are going out B regardless. And this player on the box could be absolutely necessary to allowing the CTs any chance to get this round. They get the first, but did they shoot too early? Salty responds 2v2. Nels has an AK and Salty has the angle. The bomb has been dropped in a slightly awkward place, but it isn't going to prevent it from being planted. 2v2 retake here. And Steps knows the angles to go for. Uh-oh, they're creeping out the kitchen, and they both get picked. That smoke just funneled them out through the door, and they were just holding the line. 12-7. And a much more... That CT round gives me a lot more hope, because even though they had significantly lessened weapons, they still gave it a genuine crack. So, I do hope we go the whole 30 here. Oh, a very quick play into the A site, but... Oh, an immediate pick. That grenade was lethal. Oh. Once again, the T players just falling apart. They can get the bomb down, which is good, but the CT side is way too strong. I would possibly question the call of just a very quick A play, but, you know. I think it was just the smoke got taken, like, the smoke got used to the CT's advantage so much. There we are. I mean, we did say this game was going to be hot and spicy. We did say it was going to be exciting, but like I said, I do feel like this game deserves to go the whole 9 yards. And the battle of the 4 spies will definitely lead you there. Neither team with an established economy. So, you know, what are you gonna do once the money runs dry? Gadan apparently got an AWP pick through the smoke. Good start. I'd say the util usage has been... Uh-oh, B. Lewis just runs straight through. I appreciate the flash, but man alive was that ambitious at the best of the times. Gadan. Oh no, Asteria nearly lines up 3 with an amazing spray transfer. Ballsy plays going out from the team, but ultimately it is just Durney left alone. Now, we've seen some great plays from Durney, but it's a 1v3 on the cards. It's basically a 1v2 in health discrepancy, but how will the angles be held? Fundamentally, Oyster moving into it. Oh, this could... The timing is not gonna favor Durney. As just as they make the jump, they get astounded. There we are, Stare the spray. The 1. The 2nd tries to spin, but unfortunately the timing isn't on their side. Oyster just manages to peek out at the right time. They played that wonderfully. 12-9 though. And the money, that's in shambles. An AWP brought out as well. X-Smith's T-half has just been made 10 times harder. Oh, and Nels hits the spam as well. Oh, but the Glock? Yeah, let's be... Oh, no, that grenade's beautiful. Fantastic grenade from Nels. It's a re-smoke for the connector. They're saying, hey, you can have mid, but not anything else. Oh, be Lewis, though. 21 kills, 1.62 KD. It's been an explosive factor in this, but with 17 HP, what can you do? Gadan. Another pick. And we should just see this round peter out. Merkel. Ah, look at this. And Angus all alone. All scared, bruised, and battered. As it's 12 to 10. And a very, very impressive CT display. I would argue that this is what happens at these sorts of levels, where the CT side is significantly stronger, and the T side is kind of reliant on a couple of, like, big hero plays, and, you know, you very rarely see a round like we saw earlier, where the CTs just won the round due to a lot of util and lesser guns, but Kadan wants to win with an AWP. A lot of team flashes from Asteria, unfortunately. That's something I have noted. You know, they haven't... They've kind of... it feels like they are always the ones with all the util. Well, B. Lewis gets the spray. Once again, a team flash just ruins Merkel's day. But Oyster... as they are taking short, and this is leaving the CT left alone on the site, and they don't have any idea. Oh, they go out for a pick, but they're just ruined. Nels is the final line of defense, but manages to pick up 2 in what seemed to be a round that was running out of their control. The bomb goes down, but another player's been killed. Steps. Are they made of greatness? Are they gonna be winning this round and having glory on their mind? 2 players from the kitchen, but the timing doesn't suit them. They try to peek the window, but unfortunately that's where Gadan was holding that big green gun. Very strong retake. Great kills from Nels that allowed that round to actually happen. It was always going to be difficult because they realized that the Oyster just was not in the best position for it. And it's 12 to 11, and the money is low, so like I said, we could easily be seeing this get evened up. This is as competitive as I wanted it to be. And like I said, these 2 teams are fighting for a place in the semi-finals. It's a best of 3, and they came to play. Ain't no map 1 for warming up. This is all gold, and this is all competitive. Oh, and what a headshot immediately. B. Lewis taken down. Oyster takes 2. Uh-oh, they're just fragging them all down. Even as... Oh, nearly. I thought they'd taken Asteria as well. That was some... interesting deagle shots. It's 12 to 12. As the full buy comes on out, are we going to see more traded rounds, or is this where Hot and Spicy takes the lead? It's hard to tell here. This does make me truly excited, though. Oh no, but B. Lewis immediately taking a massive amount of damage. What are you meant to do at this point? The CTs have been so good with their util. Even that grenade was just a couple seconds too early, but otherwise that would have been absolutely clean. B. Lewis making a hero play to the one person on this B site, but Steps tries to take a pick in connector, but oh, but Asteria steps up and does the exact same. It's not. That's not how they wanted it to go. Salty holds a line though, as they do look like they want to. They are gearing up to go towards A, which is not the play you want. Obviously, there's one player on that B site, but 3 players on the A site. Your best bet is a 2-pronged attack with Asteria somehow doing something from the connector. Perhaps getting into jungle. Maybe even a CT wrap. Gadan is starting to question it, but mainly by the fact that they've all rotated to the A site and they're going to get picked off one by one. Angus with the first Asteria tried to get the second, but with such little HP, how much can you really do? Angus gets a bit too scared, and the AWP gets taken down. Hot and Spicy take a round that looked... It looked a bit questionable for a second, but ultimately they just cleaned up due to pressurizing that T-side defense too heavily. They read it perfectly, because by the end, all the players were where the T-side were going to go. I'm just not sure what the sole player on that B site did to condition them away, because they really did not want to go anywhere near. But now is the difference, though. They've conditioned them quite strongly to not touch that B site, and there are 3 players very congested in CT. They're all out on that B site. But B Lewis can't do it with a Mac 10, but they are all taking the site. But it's somehow been taken into a 2v4. If there's any site you can control with 2 players, it's the B site, but the amount of guns discrepancy there's just so much time to play with. All 4 have a kit, and Oyster gets the first, and Nels gets the second. Very strong CT. The one thing I'll say about their CT side is Hot and Spicy are very good at not... Once there is a man advantage, they do not let that run down. And Hot and Spicy take a timeout. I think it's a smart move. Because all Hot and Spicy need to say is like, alright guys, calm down. Everything's fine. We got 2 rounds. It's only 2 rounds. Look at the money on that CT side. It has been building. As we've been suggesting, they are very good at not losing players. But how the T-side responds, this is their last full buy, potentially, of the game. These are things you do love to see, but I do hope that it gets a little bit more interesting here. I would love to see the T-side throw in, not something fast, something just very strong. These are the group stage stand-ins. But unfortunately, there's not enough time for that. As we get to see what is X-Myth's attack gonna be. And oh no, the CTs are playing this so aggressive. They could lose a lot from just this. Oh no, but the grenades, they looked a lot more promising than they came to be. But so much space has been taken. There's also a lot more space that can be exploited here. How can you know what they're gonna be holding? Great util from Steps, but Sully really wants to go for this, and B. Lewis needs to pressurize this so they don't get too comfortable holding this mid position. Salty peeks but doesn't get the kill. There we are. B. Lewis taking another. Takes 2? Sorry, I do not know where that second came from, but that is tremendous. This, I mean, honestly, this is what was taking their CT side so strong. This is what was allowing it to be so exploitative. And speaking of exploitative, they're going towards the A site, which is the wrong site that has it's the site that has not been stacked. Oh no, and even Gadan is repositioning. The full execute comes on out. And even B. Lewis is coming through mid. It's a 5-player attack onto that A. when they're all hiding out at B? They don't... I'll be honest, they don't really need to save the guns here. But that does look like the intention. An impeccably clean T round, which definitely, that's what you needed to see from a player like B. Lewis. Just taking 2 picks, making the players uncomfortable. But the money is not something you really need to save. And that's 13-14. But the main issue is, X-Myths still have so much to lose in such a short amount of time. The CTs have so much money. And the T side, they really don't have much wiggle room. This is the game you want to see. 2 teams who have so much to prove. And 2 teams who are determined to battle it out in the semi-finals. Obviously, this is a best of 3 and this is the first map. But as I was suggesting, if the first map is this spicy, you know the series is going to be absolutely huge. A full A smoke's coming on out, but the aggression hasn't really come to fruition just yet. And I think we're going to see Steps trying to lurk out through mid and trying to make a play and get behind the CTs. No, that's Durney actually, and Durney is about to go into CT. He's going to investigate. Steps, oh, had the chance but fluffed it. Oh, but Durney's saying, guys, just stay there. I've got it. I've got 2 in CT. No, but the first kill doesn't connect, but the 2 do through time. Nels wants to hold the line, but is not in the best position, but gets the first. That's the bomb in front of them. B. Lewis has to just go and plant the bomb. It's a 2v3. And they're all congested. Oh, but B. Lewis peeks out, does a double spray down, and just Oyster against 2. Just play with the time, play with the space, and they are running around. B. Lewis on the site is the point man. Will they get taken down first? They do. Oyster gets him, but it's 14-14 as we even up the scores with a fantastic, well, just safe post-plant situation. B. Lewis was just so... really taking so much attention away from him that it didn't allow the other player to get comfortable trying to clutch that one out. So, what a round from the T side. It is 14-14 now. And even some of the utils slightly dodgy as we're looking to get out a fast A play here. B. Lewis out on the site already, pressuring the one in CT. Runs through the smoke and sees them. That's an immediate pick. Runs for the second but doesn't get it. That may cost them a lot in this round because it's now a 3v4. Now we've established that the post-plant situations have been quite strong from the T side, but player discrepancy could come back to haunt them. But at least there's a lot of util left on that CT side, but how are they going to play the situation? Merkel gets the first. Oh, but Angus has a bit of an off angle. Bit of a check. Gets the first. Jumps on out, but that may have been a bit too preemptive. Oh, Durney spraying their life away, but the bomb's being defused. They're not hitting them. No, are they? No way. They got the spray there. That's so disgusting to have happened now. Oh, if they just didn't spray all the bullets and at least... Oh, wow. I mean, that double smoke was so lethal. You could only see a slight angle. That's so rough for that T side. Hot and spicy. Just about steal. Match point. And the T side, they look a little bit exhausted. It's a hit to the B side. It's very fast. It's very aggressive. And the flashes have been good. But the trades haven't been as 3 kills go the way of the T side, and it's a 5v2 to clutch out. Otherwise, we go to overtime. Now, I don't know if I'm cursed, but it's been 2 for 2 for overtimes on my casts in the Authority League. And with one final player to go, that is exactly where we're heading. X-Myth, hot and spicy, best of 3, and the first map goes to overtime. What a nut series so far. The rounds have been traded so effectively, and I'm not saying I called it, but I definitely called it. My Christ, that's just... it's insane. The amount of clutches, the amount of just... oh, wow. Only the best of competition in the Authority Leagues. You know, back to it, 15-15. First to win 4 rounds. The main goal is 19. But who will take control? Who will seize the day and who will get one... who will get to tip their hat in the first game? Who will take the first advantage? I feel like both teams have warmed up into both sides, so this can go either way. B-Lewis with a great spot on connector. I don't think they've called this, and they're heading up short. Not all the cat as B-Lewis tries to keep presence at this A site. And, oh wow. Asteria taken such a good position. But the alternative is the CT side have had such aggressive positions that they're kind of saying, actually, no, guys, just stay here. This is a game of cat and mouse, and nobody really knows who's going to try strike first. It's Gadan, and they get the first kill, and this might fall on his head. Oh, but Derny recovers, but it's traded. 3v3. And they just about managed to pip the A site. But 2 players in CT, one coming in for a very long rotation. But Merkel takes the first. Oh, we have 1 player bottom of mid. And 1 player playing, I believe that's jungle. Oh, but Angus left alone. 2v1, but they are in a great position to keep the fight separate. Individually isn't going to snuff it. The CTs get the first round of overtime. They're going to be thinking to themselves, if only we could have done that in regulation. You know, it is pretty much, it's pretty much law at this point that whoever like lost the chance of winning to go to overtime, they usually win the first round afterwards. But that's just a kind of heartbreaking way to go. Man, we had so many chances. Well, not too many, I'd argue, but still, it's always a kicker. The pressure goes up, the strap goes out the window. As X-Myth want to put themselves on the board. Want to give themselves a strong T side. As they did get 10 CT rounds in regulation. Here we go. All congested towards that B apartment. Oh, but 2 players take mid. They front faces. Gadan doesn't go for the pick. But this just means they are going to have a very contested connector. Never mind, Gadan is fully off the angle. Just giving up mid and not allowing the CTs to really hold the line whatsoever. B. Lewis. It has just been a perpetual battle here. Between Oyster and themselves, as they're always left to hold this angle. As B. Lewis is just supposed to be here and be a nuisance, but they are hitting this B site now from Cat and Apartments. Trade comes in, but Oyster gets silenced. They're not on the position to take this fight yet, so it will be a slow retake here in the second round of overtime. Nels and Salty coming from that cat position. As Gadan, AWP, in the kitchen. Can they cook up something meaningful? Can they cook up something valuable in the second round of overtime? A trade comes in, but Durney does them filthy. Great, just one tap there. Let's see that again. Jumping up over the box, holding the line. Here we go. Come on. We gotta see this from Durney. Oh, it just pops him. That wasn't even Durney, I lie. It just looked like it were. Ah, I've been pranked. That's insane. I do hate when it happens, though. It makes me look like a fool. But imagine if Durney had been the one to hit that shot. (16-16). This game is playing just like it was in regulation, in that nobody can get a comfortable berth from each other. Oh, Durney spots the position, but Merkel knows better than to challenge that big green. But they are going to re-peak, though, and this could be really critical. That's how the round's going to play out. They are all congested towards that B side of the map, and it's looking a little bit dangerous. They really want to contest mid control, but it's often been really hard to at least continue that fight. This has been like a game of slaps in that they're both just like, nah, it's fine, it's not hurting, but both teams have been absolutely running themselves just through the ringer, trying to get something to work. But it is going to be an A-site hit as Merkel throws a flash, but doesn't get anything from it. Oyster has the position. Do they know that they're there? They do. Angus is taken down regardless. Never mind, Oyster's taken down. 3v3. Smoke hiding them away. Another smoke deployed as Durney evens the odds for them. Steps doesn't even need to get involved. Asteria does the bulk of the damage. And that is 2 rounds to X Smith on that T side. And that bodes very well for the second half of overtime. Hot and spicy. Not nearly as strong as they were on the CT side of regulation, but it's gonna be a I honestly can't tell you which game it's gonna go. It's been neck and neck the whole time. Hot and spicy have to hope that they put together some of their fantastic T-side rounds, because otherwise X Smith kind of look like they're in the driver's seat. Merkel taking mid control. 3 players contesting mid here. Steps wants to peek out. Beautiful flash. Oh, and Salty's really taken so much damage as well. X Smith looking poised to get match point, or map point, sorry. As they are not giving anything away. Coordinated mid-attack. And it leaves the T side feeling a little bit nervous. Steps, though, could be the one to take this gap, as they do. Salty taken down. 32 kills in the game, but has been slowed down in overtime. But Steps has only just been powered up. They're just getting warm. So much damage done, but 2 players at ramp. Steps takes a 4 as Gadan mostly been the AWPer for the team so far, but unfortunately the only AWPing they're going to do is from the grave. Does not help them out. Like I said, map point here. And you know, this is still a best of 3. Hot and Spicy need to win the next 2 rounds to secure double OT. Uh-oh, Oyster, that looks a little scary. There we are. Jesus, thought they lagged out for a second. I was getting a bit nervous. But how is this round going to do? Like I said, they were very strong at figuring out the strat as Merkel just gets down mid and domes B. Lewis. And they look very poised. They do look like they're heading towards this B site as a lot of the control has been left from that map. Oh no, but Steps is coming through T-spawn. And the bomb is just in front of them. Oh, Steps. Oh no. That's incredible. The bombs in Steps control. They notice another player who Salty didn't seem ready for them. This could be the critical misplay that allow them to pick up the map. But still, battered and bruised. The CT side still have to work for this one. Nels gets the first in this 3v3. But Steps, though, is still here, but never mind, they've been taken down. Hot and Spicy know how to handle the heat as they ensure another round in overtime. Unless Hysteria wants to pull out an AWPing masterclass and they get the first. They see the second, but even that was an ambitious flick. But my Christ, imagine if it would have hit. There we are. Steps is getting that bomb down. Spotting the second player who just didn't seem ready for the fight. Great round there. That one kind of settles the nerves a bit. It allows you to go, you know what? We're still in control. 18-17, are we on the precipice of double OT? Dermy doesn't think so. Immediate pick. This is where you need to hold your nerve. Hot and Spicy could have closed this game, but X-Myth have completely taken control. 1 round away from heading to Inferno. 1 map up, but Gadan gets the evening kill. I don't care what kind of player you are, unless you're a seasoned veteran with many years of experience. An OT is always a scary experience. And that's Angus left alone on this B site. How are they going to manage? Angus tries to get it, but Nels makes sure to shut down X-Myth's hopes as Merkel takes the final 2. We're going to double overtime. That's ridiculous now. Any of the people in the chat who've needed the toilet the whole time, don't worry. Me too. It's always a rough one when it goes to double OT, but don't you worry. It's always a fun time. We always appreciate this. 18-18. Nobody is in control. Just when you think X-Myth is going to find the finishing blow, On Spicy decide to throw in a spanner there. This game has been nuts. So many it's just like you take an inch, I take an inch. Like it's there's just it's so back and forth. It's ridiculous. Steps peeking out again. Headshot. But Gadan trades it. There we are. The trades have been really good. Oh, but Dermy just keeps them on their toes. And looks like, oh no, the A site's kind of been conceded, but B. Lewis been much quieter in overtime, but still is dropping 30. Oh, but Nels decides that they want to play on. 2 players congested in CT spawn, and Angus could be poised to spot this player planting as Salty gets taken down. But Nels has the angle. They are checking this, but the timing favors Nels, and they make sure to do it successfully. CT side tight, but a U-tilt. Nels spots the first and gets a bit of damage to the second. Dermy isn't going to be comfortable. Oh, but they re-peek. Nels has them in the palm of their hand. And they don't have a kit in double OT. Nels with a 1v2 ensures another round for Hot and Spicy. I'm just questioning why they didn't have a kit. It's double OT. Oh, this is wild. Don't be a loser. You know the rest. Salty. Oh no, they've taken out 2 due to that mid-aggression. The T's usually expect it, now they're funneling out. Derny missions the first though, gets the second. Oh my god, was gonna go for that flick as well. B. Lewis holding up over these stairs. Spots the first and knows exactly what the second is. Immediate equalizer. My god, it's gonna keep being neck and neck the whole time. Is this game ever gonna end? Who knows? 1 round apiece. It's 19-19. A double AWP setup on that CT side. And I honestly can't tell you which way it goes next. Good lord. Looks like it's going to be another waterfall out of apartment strategy. But they aren't even really toying with rotations that much. At this point, they've thrown everything they have at them. So they are just pushing out of that apartment, trying to make sure Dermy doesn't do any more damage. Oh, but Nels has been an absolute cleaner in terms of OT. As they're just getting heads left and right. But B. Lewis was the hero during the game, but peeks out again, but doesn't get the kill. And the T side is somehow in the best position, but not with the bomb down. But does Dermy? Do they know? They do not know. But Nels has the head immediately picked. Let's just see all the chaos unfold. Nels just takes about 3 over here. And that's just filthy. That's the kind of player you want when it comes to OT. The player who says, I'm putting this game on our back. And they have 35 kills. If we could get a scoreboard update, let's just see where some of the players are at in terms of kills. Wow, feels like everybody's gotten their time in the server. They're feeling good. There we are. Thank you very much, Observer. Like I said, at the start of the game, I was saying we need to see a bit more from the team. Because, you know, B. Lewis was hitting his frags. Nels was hitting their frags, but all the others weren't really doing much. But now we're in double OT, and everybody's earning their stripes. This is to get 22 to win the map. But Nels, they can sniff the blood. B. Lewis is playing with fire. Somehow has managed to avoid getting burnt so far. Oyster tries to pick, but doesn't quite manage to see anything. Like I said, they're walking a tightrope, but they've decided that jumping's the most convenient way to move around. It's dangerous in here. It's so dangerous. As they have congested towards middle here, they flash in the ladder room and Oyster gets away a little bit. But his time and days are numbered. But there's also players on both sides. Nels! No, not before B. Lewis takes down Salty. But Gadan wants to remind them that he's at B site as well. Oh no, and the players are coming towards the B site. But the trades come in. Gadan with a 2k, hoping to finish this up and get 21 rounds before we go. Uh-oh, but Steps has been a fairly good clutcher in this game so far, but Nels has been the OT machine. Oh, but Steps finishes the frag, gets the kill, and now it's 20-20. It's so close. It's so close. The amount of times in this game it's equaled up. It's absolutely ludicrous. Oh boy. I honestly don't know who's gonna win. And I know I've stressed that point before, but when I stressed that point initially, I didn't think we were going to double OT with a chance of going to triple OT. B. Lewis wants to be the point man. But so does Nels. The battle of the heroes, the battle of the bruisers. I do like the change up of the pace though. They are very good at throwing in a very fast T-side hit. But like we said, we are going towards his A site again, and there are 3 players in circulation. Durney with the orb in Palace, but Steps again. Oh no, and B. Lewis just takes another name as well. Honestly, with the money that it's at. Oh, and they're getting picked from CT spawn as well. Oh no, my god, Hot and Spicy getting picked apart. As X Myth once again reach map point. And we're now stuck into that situation where Hot and Spicy need to bring out something. This round was flustered, but they really need to pull out something for triple OT. I don't know if they have it in them though. That round was so stressful for them. They didn't know what to do, and Gadan is only on an MP9. Now some players make that look like a beautiful gun, but Gadan was looking pretty clean on the AWP himself, so... And a perfect time for a timeout. You've had the previous OT to close and you didn't manage it. And honestly, the mind games to call a timeout in OT is fantastic, especially in map 1 in a BO3 series. I must say, I'm not even casting the next the next 2 maps, or the next map at least, as I'm handing off to a duo after this, but... (21-20). How will Hot and Spicy regain control? Or will X Smith be able to close this time? Salty spots the players, doesn't spot any kills though. Oyster gets the first, but it's traded. Oh, but Merkel's found the right position at the right time and gets 2, and is so goddamn deadly in this B site. It's a 3. No way. No way. Angus gets the first, tries to spray for the second, but the Glock's all they have left. Are we going to triple overtime? A reload's on the cards. But it's still Angus not really being taken advantage of. They're being given so much room to try play around with as they get the first. But is it gonna go into the second? Time is your friend, but Salty gets the kill. It's triple overtime. My god. A great play with Angus though, knowing that Time is their ally there. As the CT side didn't know what to do. That round wouldn't have been possible without Merkel not having been checked. Triple overtime. My good lord. I believe it's now first to 25. I'll be honest. I've got a level with you guys. I need a bathroom break. Can I get a tactical timeout? I lie, of course, I lie. Steps. The man of the hour. And just remember, this is a best of 3. It'll be interesting to see a stat of how long this map has gone so far. Oh, the Oyster. Such a good position and gets 2. But unfortunately, that's just been traded around the map. B. Lewis. Feels like they need to make a hero play out this A site, but Gaden is about to hold the line. But falls off the timing. The timing. Oh no, Gadan's not expecting this. B. Lewis has managed to pip the gap, and will this be held though? Gadan's holding for it. But will they connect? They connect with a shot. They get that kill. You're not supposed to win that fight during an AWP. Or versus an AWP, excuse me. Oh, but Missed Molly and Salty doesn't need to move. All players are rotating in. And that flash did so much, and B. Lewis gets another kill. They're on 15 HP. How have they done so much damage with such little health? Goes for another frag, but Angus keeps the round alive for X-Myth. How do you lose that fight against B. Lewis? That round entirely on their back. That's absurd. That's absurd. I can't believe it. What? What's either team gonna do to be able to win? Gadan takes 2 aggressive picks with the AWP. And honestly, Hot and Spicy are just picking apart this T side, who maybe are just slightly too giddy after that clutch, as they've been silenced, put back in their place. My God. Like I said, they were quite quiet earlier on, unfortunately, but B. Lewis stepped up last round and made it a potential step towards map 2 as a team with the advantage. But honestly, Angus has a lot of time and likes to play time with the clutch. Crosshair placement slightly off, didn't really know what angle to do. Nobody expects to see someone holding the table, so ultimately 22 to 22. I can't believe it. It is the Ash, the Malice, the Aqua Dreams curse. Any Authority Leagues game I cast goes to overtime, but never triple overtime. That is definitely a new one for me. A casual hit towards the A site, 3 players here. B. Lewis gets the first, but damn. Amazing trades all around, but the T side have the bomb site, and they do have a lot of util to set up. Cheeky cameo from Asteria there, just feeling like us going into this 3rd overtime. Oh, but Durney takes the fight in spawn. And if you're the CTs, I'm even questioning if you go for this really. There's so many angles to check, and just lends it to plays like that. X-Myth, 23 to 22. 2 more rounds that they need to get, and there's only 3 left on. Good Lord. you know, the idea is to get to the first full 30, but we're currently going into round, what, 45. We've nearly had a whole 16 rounds on top of the full 30 in regulation. My Christ. That's absolutely ridiculous scenes. As Dermy really wants to fight, but Salty bait them in, but Asteria trades, but doesn't manage to keep the advantage. Hot and Spicy, no! I don't understand how you've managed to get this done. Every single time you think they're out, they hold the line, they keep their spots, and somehow manage to play T side like it's CT side, as they just hold the line as the CTs push into their crosshairs. Now, Steps has a chance to do something here, as them and Angus are both in CT, but they're taking so much space without even being seen. As they do push out, Gadan, AWP, confirms 23-23. Oh boy. I don't even know what to say at this point. It is the game that never ends. And as we say, this isn't the third map, this is the first. I couldn't imagine who wakes up and goes, yeah, triple overtime. Maybe even quad overtime. Like, wow. A much slower round this time. Both teams deciding, you know what, we've done a lot of fast plays. Let's just hold the line. Don't make any aggressive plays. This is how we've been losing. But Steps, with an AW... Wait, hold on. I've just realised there's 3 AWPs on that CT side. If this gets to a post-plant position, that's going to be really hard. But Steps makes a chance of them not having it to need to go to a post-plant position, as they are held from all angles, really. But this connector spot is being played with as Salty gets through the connector position. Asteria's taken down, but Derny. Oh, they try to take the fight, but unfortunately the T side... Oh boy. The T side have managed to take the advantage. It's Angus in a clutch again. Not the highest fragging player on the team, but has played fantastically with some clutches in their own right. But how much can you do? All the T side are spread out. There is a smoke, though. You can play around this, but it feels like a very hard one to do, and they're not even going for it. They save the AWP, and that's 24 to Hot and Spicy. Oh, and Salty is taken down by the bomb. Now, I must remind you, the magic number is 25. But let me say that X-Myth has an uncanny ability to keep these ones alive. And Hot and Spicy have had multiple chances to close this one out in regulation and overtime. But BO3 is running up mid, trying to take this angle. Oh, but just some nade damage. Not what they wanted. They wanted a secured kill just to make this a whole lot easier on themselves. B. Lewis, a boost up angle. Are they going to spot Merkel? Because Merkel has domed them from the same position. A lot of mid-space given up, but, well, I say a lot of aggressive mid-space given up. B. Lewis gets the first. Merkel downed. Doesn't win the battle this time. As the scores are even, B. Lewis can have to back off, but Asteria is still close, but Asteria manages to get the kill. This is looking rather dicey for the T side here, as there's a very high chance that we go towards quadruple overtime. But hey, Gadan has the AWP, gets the first, gets a lot of space. Angus and Asteria, not the highest fragging, but Gadan gets another with the AWP. Really doesn't want to lose this. Oh, but they managed to knock the bomb off. But B. Lewis, oh no way, B. Lewis gets taken down. It's 25 to 23. Hot and Spicy managed to take the map finally in triple overtime. My God, what a game! What a game! That's ridiculous. It's only map 1, and we have both, I believe, Inferno and Overpass coming up. I may be wrong with the order here, but that's still happening. That's still happening. And it's still really scary a proposition. Because if this game went, 25 to 23, I may have immediately forgotten the rounds, but that's such a long game, and it's gonna be a long night. You're playing Overpass and Inferno. Those are pretty scary to have to play. So, I really do. Good luck to both of the players, or both of the teams, sorry, because man alive. And good luck to the production and the casters taking over after me, because it's gonna be a long night. So make sure to stay hydrated. Make sure to prepare yourselves, because this X-Smith versus Hot and Spicy game gonna be absolutely incredible. Oh boy. Wow. Don't even know how to think or feel after that one. But yeah, and I suppose now we're gonna we're gonna go to a short little break, give everybody a breather and some time to chill after that first game, and we'll be resuming very shortly with some different casters. I've been Malice. I want to thank Baz for producing this. You've been wonderful, and yeah, catch you guys in a little bit. Pulls out the gun. No, but with 5 HP, B. Lewis. Not before B. Lewis takes down Salty. But Gadan wants to remind them that he's at B site as well. Oh no, and the players are coming towards the B site. But the trades come in. Gadan with a 2k, hoping to finish this up and get 21 rounds before we come to 2v3. And they're all congested. Oh, but B. Lewis peeks out, does a double spray down, and just Oyster against 2. Just play with the time, play with the space, and they are running around. Steps. Oh no, that's incredible. The bombs in Steps control. They notice another player who Salty didn't seem ready for them. This could be the critical misplay that allow X-Smith. You may have a bit of util, but ultimately you have 20 HP between you. B. Lewis above the smoke just picks off another. Merkel, is the timing gonna suit you? Gets the first, but it's now 1v2. Sees the head. That's an amazing second connection. Merkel 6-8. The timing favors Nels, and they make sure to do it successfully. CT side tight, but a util, but Nels spots the first and gets a bit of damage to the second. Dermy isn't gonna be comfortable. Oh, but they re-peek. Nels has them in the palm of their hand. Oh, had the chance, but fluffed it. Oh, but Derny's saying, guys, just stay there. I've got it. I've got 2 in CT. No, but the first kill doesn't connect, but the 2 do through time. Nels. Sully really wants to go for this, and B. Lewis needs to pressurize this so they don't get too comfortable holding this mid position. Salty peeks, but doesn't get the kill. There we are. B. Lewis taking another. Takes 2? Sorry, I do. And has shown that they aren't scared at holding a position. They will play around. They'll use all the advantages. Oh, and they have all the information. Jumps across. Tries to hit the head, but it is the Glock. Oh, gets the... No, wait. 2 kills again. It's a 1v1. Oh, and a lovely gush. How they shape out. They are taking a lot of fights, but, you know, 4 players are on out here. It's 2v2. 1v1 for the clutch. Angus runs up, changes the gun, goes for the kill, and gets it. Bit of a check. Gets the first. Jumps on out, but that may have been a bit too preemptive. Oh, Derny. Spraying their life away, but the bomb's being defused. They're not hitting They're not hitting them. No, are they? No way. They got the spray there. That's cat position. As Gadan, AWP, in the kitchen. Can they cook up something meaningful? Can they cook up something valuable in the second round of overtime? A trade comes in, but Derny does them filthy. You know, sometimes you can't be more than the sum of your parts, and well, your parts were bruised, broken, bloodied, and just a write-off essentially. Steps, takes mid control again, takes the first and the second and the third. Once again, it's another yards, but it's still Angus not really being taken advantage of. They're being given so much room to try play around with as they get the first, but is it gonna go into the second? Time is your friend, but Salty gets the half has just been made 10 times harder. Oh, and Nels hits the spam as well. Oh, but the Glock. Yeah, let's be... Oh, no, that grenade's beautiful. Fantastic grenade from Nels.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Of course, we just saw such an insane series coming up, and I'm now joined by someone else as well. It's not only... He doesn't have his cam on, but I'm still joined by Havu, so hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's going to be your first time casting, so very exciting to be here, of course. We just saw first map going the way of Hot and Spicy in a big way. Personally, expected it to go a little bit more towards one side for them, at least. But Xmith showed us true potential. They obviously fought a long way already throughout the play-in bracket, winning 2 consecutive best-of-3 games in both 2-0 fashions, both on Mirage and Inferno as well, the maps that we're going to start off with. So I'm expecting this to go into the distance once again. And Xmith, of course, may be coming out victorious out of this. They didn't play that good inside of the group stage, going 3-3. But after that, they still managed to get themselves through in the play-ins. And that's the fun thing, Havu, about this whole circuit. Whenever you're, for example, down to the 4th spot of your group, you can still climb your way up in the play-ins. And that makes it so much more exciting.
Yeah, that's very interesting and can make some underdog stories as well.
Exactly. I mean, I kind of expected something like that for example, I Don't Want to Play. I was talking to the owner of that team, and they were actually like looking if they could still play the tournament. They forfeited their match, unfortunately, but they were obviously like number 6, I think, out of their group, getting only 1 victory, which was actually like a forfeit win. So they didn't think they were even gonna play, and unfortunately they didn't play ever since as well. So it basically cut them out to be a pretty big disaster, and we're gonna move into the game now. It's gonna be Inferno. We're already inside the pistol, and it's Hot and Spicy playing a nice approach. This is something that is actually seen, in my opinion, to be quite fun. Now we're actually moving into the trailer now. That's probably not going to be the best thing, and there we are back, of course. But it's a nice approach the way Hot and Spicy are playing, because Xmith, they are pushing their way into the A side, and now Hot and Spicy has 4 players on the A side to hold.
Already a kill for Hot and Spicy, but Angus gets a draw in 1, 4 versus 4 now.
Okay, everything falling apart here for the Xmith side. Triple going their way, just steps left. Looks like Hot and Spicy is starting off Hot and Spicy here on this game. as they're looking to take themselves the first round steps. Still the final player left, but it's getting squeezed in from behind. It should be OVCTR coming in from behind, managing to find the frag, and that's a 1-0 lead for the hot and spicy side. We're gonna see them starting off in a 1-0 side. Now, was mentioning me that his mic is a little bit weirded out, so we'll be waiting for that issue to be solved. But in the meantime, hot and spicy is starting off strong. We'll see how they're gonna be continuing on, as it's gonna be them with just a few pistols playing against them, of course. They've so far been looking quite strong on Inferno. If you look at the statistics, hot and spicy, they've so far been playing Inferno 3 times, winning it 2 of the times, against Myth as well. So these two teams have played against each other, with on Inferno, hot and spicy actually winning, but against I Don't Wanna Play, a team that hasn't won a singular thing, they lost in overtime. On the other side, we have Myth, obviously winning Inferno twice, both versus Immensity and Inferno's Academy, inside of the best of 2 matches, or best of 3 matches. And then, of course, also winning it, or losing it versus Hot and Spicy, and losing it versus Inferno's International. So guessing by the fact that inside the play-in matches, they've so far been looking quite strong on Inferno, there's definitely still a chance for it. But if you can look at it, Hot and Spicy, they're starting things off incredible by finding the first 3 kills in this round as well. The Pizza 50 is putting up some work, and Angus might have himself a chance to take it all with them. A 2 versus 4 is now the results. And we'll see ourselves a little bit of a nice bit of intel. Angus gonna get that bomb planted. A retake must be an issue.
Yeah, fairly easy round for Hot and Spicy as well. X-Smith though getting the bomb plant for the next round, so they will have a goodbye there.
Yeah, that is a good thing to note, right? That is a round, in this round, Havu, it's definitely a thing for X-Myth to, I mean, it is a necessary thing. They don't really have themselves too much to work with, so getting a bomb down, 800 extra in the bag if you obviously lose it. Whenever you win it, you obviously get that extra cash already, just by winning in total. But X-Myth, with that, they're gonna have extra piece of util, and everyone has themselves a full buy.
Yeah, and you can see X-Myth, they have a better buy here. Hot and Spicy with a bonus round as well. So, first gun round for X-Myth. Maybe they can get a conceding round here already.
Would be a very good thing. X-Myth would be looking to get that, but if Hot and Spicy can take it, we all know what that means. Bonus round conceded. Next round, you're gonna have the AKs picked up. And the more players you have alive, the more weapons, the more economy you're gonna gain, the better it will be in results. All the players from X-Myth walking their way up long, and it's going to be Nels picking up the first, but it's Steps actually getting it. Thought the MP9 was going to do a lot, but it didn't in the end. Steps will find a trade, and a 4 versus 3 has now been found. X-Myth have taken over the site.
Yeah, but look at Garan, he has an amazing position to get a kill or 2. He's just waiting for his team though. And Salty as well, like, just waiting for a push, but there's no push. X-Myth playing from the side. The players come to them, and this looks like a round for X-Myth already.
Yeah, the positioning is good, and Hot and Spicy, they're just waiting for the X-Myth players to make a mistake, but in a moment like this, Gadan is saving a shotgun. Just a note, he's gonna try to dojo them down though, that's a good thing, but the fact that he's actually like saving a shotgun in this moment, or the MP9 is getting saved for Salty, I think that's just a little bit too much. Just run that MP9 into the site, you know, try to find an AK, pick it up, and if you die, you're still gonna have yourself an M4. Now you will have an MP9 with armor, but it is not really the bonus round I think Hot and Spicy were looking for. But X-Myth will take the round eventually as well. They're gonna have 5 AKs now to work with. Still that up on Golden, or Gaden will definitely have a little bit of a benefit in that. But Hot and Spicy are conceding a round, and that is pretty early on already.
Yeah, the AWP is not gonna take an early pick towards mid or anything, it's going towards apps though. Just playing passive on the A side. Oh no, it's playing on short, my bad.
I mean, nevertheless, it's a weird position, right? We don't expect things. We don't expect an AWP on short. We expect it on long or on apps or maybe on B, but not on short. It's actually going to be a thing that might be catching Myth off guard a little. Great shot there for OV to find the first on Steps. Actually have been speaking to him a little. As recently I played with a guy who was actually like in the manager role of the Lil Mix. And OV is actually a streamer from the
Oh,
org
really?
Lil Mix as well. Yeah, so He's definitely a pretty like well-known guy there, so it's pretty lovely to see.
Oh, that's interesting. And at the same time, Gun and finds a kill with the op is 5v3 advantage for Hot and Spicy already. And X-Smith thinking to go towards B. It's no long, I mean. They had control and they could go towards city, and it looks like they wanna go towards it. They find the kill on there. It's gonna be a sandwich B-side right now, 2 versus 3 towards it. Salty in a good position to get a kill, but he won't get anything there still. Oh, but no Asteria gets 3 kills there. And 2 versus 2. Hot and Spicy, they're so far away. Maybe they should just save these guns now. But it looks like they still wanna go for it. They have the kits, but no util at all. No, they will save it.
Gonna play it for the save position, saving the AWP with that as well. What a triple was that from Asteria. Walking his way into the CT spawn, you expected the players from Hot and Spicy to already capitalize on him the first peak. He finds that headshot and then runs into the B side to take another duel. They had the advantage, yes, but Asteria did it all by himself, so the advantage wasn't even needed. 2 weapons again being saved for Hot and Spicy, but X-Myth taking themselves their second round with them and actually starting to make a comeback and getting the score all tied up.
Yeah, and now when you save 2 guns, you can think, are you gonna buy? Of course, Salty, yeah, he has money to buy, but then you have all other players with 2k money. So are you gonna just play with 2 guns here, or are you gonna buy? What do you think?
It's gonna be a big gamble, and considering the fact that Hot and Spicy have played it pretty safe, they're gonna go for the save, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. You can tell by the way they've so far been playing. In a round where they play a bonus buy, they're not even pushing in. Salty is usually just saving his MP9. They're thinking a little bit too much in a moment like that. They're playing a lot passive, and that's the style that Hot and Spicy is executing. So, they play passive. That should win them the rounds. That's what they're thinking at least. For now, it looks like that's at least working out in terms of winning map 1, but in terms of winning map 2, we're still going to have to see that if Salty keeps on saving MP9s, or keeps on buying MP9s because he has himself some util, you might want to have that extra fragging power to take the kills instead of playing for the util and hoping then for the best. But we'll have to see what is going to backfire, what is going to help them. For now, it's still 2-2, and this looks like it's going to be a round for X-Myth, as the MP9 and the AWP are not enough to take this force of X-Myth.
Yeah, and that round, it really was an easy round for X-Myth. Even though there was like 4 players towards, no, 3 players towards, say, 2 on short, but they didn't get anything done there. And maybe even 5 players saved the guns for X-Myth as well. Looking good for the balance as well here. And Garan saving the op. Oster, he doesn't have anything to save. Tries to just support Garan to get the op to the next round.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? In some scenarios, the OV CTR player will go for this. Like, will try to find himself a peak to steal a weapon away, but he's saving, sticking together with the AWPer to help him out, which is, I mean, if you want to save the AWP like that much, it's definitely going to be a good thing. You might be able to steal weapon away when they come a little too far, but right now it just looks like it's the USP that you're saving. He's still going to push in, giving Blue as a chance to strike him down. He's going to take it down to 13 health, so almost OVT CTR did it, but in the end, didn't seem to come out, and it will be X-Myth taking themselves the advantage, and that with already such a long game under their sleeve. The fact that they're able to bounce back from it, I would get a mental hit if I would lose 25-23, but they seem to have found themselves a rhythm to fight back, and they're still here ready to fight.
Yeah, and Hot and Spicy, they have the op as well. X-Myth, are they gonna play op on the T side of Inferno? I don't know. Maybe you know better, but it's gonna be sure interesting. Can Garan get some kills with the op right now? This round would be already very important to win. To get an early lead going. Of course, X-Myth, even if they lose this round, they have money for next round. And what a nice flip from Asteria. But he will dive to the nade still.
Okay, he's down, but he did his part in a round, finding the first, taking down the player which was actually boosted up. You see Merkel looking for a gun, and it's actually right in front of him, so could have picked it up, now finds it. That's the MP9 out of the round, giving Hot and Spicy another take into this. X-Myth obviously playing as a little bit of a stack. They have the high elo. That's the thing what's helped them out, but now they're actually pushing their way into the side. So forget about that. We'll talk about it in the next one. Angus managed to find the first two. And Hot and Spicy are looking to save their weapons once again. Inferno, we know what the map can do. A lot of saves usually shown in the pro scene, and so we see that right now in this tournament as well. As X-Myth looking to pick themselves up their fourth. I was talking about it, right? X-Myth, before they made some changes, they were actually playing for the Myth organization. That's why they're obviously X-Myth right now. But I think the roster got dropped in terms of Asteria being the only player left. And then he asked to us, can we play with a stack? So personally, I didn't expect too much. And there's actually going to be a team kill coming in there. But personally, I didn't expect much from this lineup. But the fact that they've still been able to win 2-0 versus Immensity and 2-0 versus Infra's Academy, which are still like well-established rosters most of the time. Of course, Immensity was an ex-roster as well, so that's probably going to be a little bit weirded out as well. But Infra's Academy winning versus such a big organization is quite huge. And now to be here, fighting versus Hot and Spicy, also such a well-established team. They're doing it all, right? They're taking it to a long game, and they're ready to fight.
Yeah, you can be very happy with that. And yeah, already on those gun rounds, you can see Hot and Spicy. The A setup is not really working right now. They have to change something there, or maybe take banana early and then just leave an op there and then play more on A or something. But it's not working right now, at least.
Thing they have to change, but definitely time to change it is there. I have to think about it. I don't even know like what to change in terms of that. It looks like X-Myth is definitely taking brackets quite good, and you can tell that Hot and Spicy wants to fight for it, but then when they've like kind of lost the entries, then they're gonna be like, now we're better off saving, and that kind of doesn't help because then you're already losing yourself the round, and maybe yeah, you said either taking banana, then leaving a player there rotating 4 players over, or just leaving middle, taking banana yourself, and then obviously leaving mid to play from the side. Just have the banana control in case they go B, and still expecting an A rush every single time. That might be a thing that helps them out, but it's also going to be a one-time thing, because X-Myth will read it at some point. Now they're actually going to fight for some control. Gaiden managed to pick himself up the double, but it will be Derny that finds it in the end. X-Myth, 5 in a row so far, but there is a saying that teams stop when they found a 5th round in a row. And X-Myth is now on that
I've never
point,
heard
so
that.
maybe we're gonna see it.
Yeah, and Hot
Yeah, in the
and
casting
Spicy,
world
a
now.
lot of money as well, but Garan doesn't even buy an op. Why doesn't Garan buy an op here? He had the money for it.
Maybe he's gonna try
Well.
to fight together on the short side, and it's actually gonna be OVCTR taking himself his own demise as a Derny that does pick up the op, right? You talked about it earlier. How is it?
Yeah.
Is it needed to go for that op? It does seem to be, or it does seem to be a chance they go for in Salty. He tried to run away, but is completely burned alive by Derny, and that's giving a fair window of opportunity. And now the B side is the problem. What is going on with Hot and Spicy?
Yeah, X-Myth, they cannot be stopped right now at least. But Hot and Spicy, they need something to here. But now they can save 3 guns, and if you save 2 guns, you can't buy it next round. But when you save 3 guns, this is gonna be good for next round as well. So of course, X-Myth, 4 players alive, look at their money already, and they will get win bonus on that as well. So they are stacked on money right now.
That's what a caster told at some point, right? Or an analyst. Saving with 3 guns is like worth it. Saving with 2 sometimes isn't. With 3 you're gonna have a full buy. With 2 you're gonna be able to drop 2 weapons over and buy yourself 2 new ones. But then one guy isn't gonna have himself money for an M4, so you're not gonna be sticking with a full buy. Now, Hot and Spicy will have that, and X-Myth will have to fight back in terms of against the full buy once again. But so far, even against full buys, it hasn't been that big of a thing. Gadden, I think he's buying up an op this round. Nope, he's still going with the M4. That's just a unusual thing. They think they need more, more weaponry in terms of, or more like rifles instead of playing with those snipers. But I would say, put the op on a different position than short and like work yourself around it, right? It's the op placed on short is definitely something where you're kind of gonna get pinched every time. You have to watch 2 angles at the same time. You can flick, but with an M4 you can like switch around a little, but with the AWP it's quite hard. Playing on long will definitely give you that benefit, or even playing on the B side to fight against the T AWP, but Hot and Spicy, they don't give a damn so far.
Yeah, maybe the call is not to buy an up. There's 3 players on swords right now for Hot and Spicy, so that's the call. And on B, they're just playing very passive right now. And yeah, only 2 players on B, but there is some good positions there. One boosted on top of Nubox, maybe somebody throws a smoke for him as well, and he gets a multi-kill, and this round could be for Hot and Spicy, but let's see. Where does X-Smith wanna go right now?
Having to make a decision. It looks like it's mid. A good first kill. Blue's taking one. Hysteria getting a 1-for-1 trade, and it looks like it's Hot and Spicy finally able to hold some sort of control. 2 players on the B side. It looks like Angus is going to try to find something there. Might be calling his mace to rotate over, but Merkel will have to get a big task still ahead of him. Probably having to find one at least. But 2 would be very, very grateful. And that bomb is going to get picked up 25 seconds. Looks like say it. Merkel still ready. Picks himself up the frag, is then going to flash himself in. It looks like it's going to be enough. Hot and Spicy holding on to the A side, all left to Angus. He's so far been looking solid, but can he find this 1 versus 2? It's going to be hard. The bomb will go down, and Angus getting run down, getting sprayed away. Salty with the final frag, and that's such an amazing play, mainly for Merkel to just anchor down this A side.
Yeah, he could really find those isolated finds easily. 2 1v1s won. Nobody could shut him down this round. And what can you do if you're Angus here? 1v2 there, just push him. You can't do much there.
Time was not in the side either, right? He was trying to stick it for the final few seconds of the round, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Couldn't have faked either. Or could have,
Yeah.
but then it was a
Yeah.
little weird.
That would then be a big gamble.
Yeah. Too big of a gamble to take. But what it means, it's a Hot and Spicy. It's now going to have themselves a little bit more to work with. Probably going to have a chance to take down the side of X-Myth soon in terms of economy, but they need to fight a few more rounds for it. You can still see Lewis is obviously doesn't have himself any economy anymore, but Steps and Angus both about 10k still to play with, so definitely still looking somewhat good.
Yeah, now you can see Hot and Spicy. They have now 2 players on long, so they can really rotate fast towards the B side now. Maybe this is the factor. This is the round they will get as well here, and get 2 in a row. But they have
be
to
lovely.
stand tall on that B side.
Not gonna be easy. Oof, they're actually rotating players over, now not anymore. Blue is still trying to catch a rotation here. But X-Myth have fully set their eyes on the B side. And slowly just waiting for that smoke to pass. You can see the 2 players on the B side, Havu, they're dry on util. Salty and OV don't have himself anything to work with, and now the push comes in. You still have yourself a boost to work with. Salty is gonna die. No kill found. Steps with a double. And both players are low HP, but still the kills go their way, and they have a flank initiated as well. Still, the flank gets caught, and the 2 of the players from the side from Myth are on low HP, but the way Hot and Spicy have so far been playing is saving in rounds like this, and the time is already starting to run out. Hot and Spicy are gonna save, but they could have gone for this and won the round and completely shut it over, but it doesn't seem to be the case. X-Myth are gonna take 7 and almost win the half already.
Yeah, 2 players low as well for X-Myth. Of course, they don't know about it. But how didn't Ovtr get any kills from that boost position? He tagged 1 to very low, but he didn't get any kills. If he would have gotten 1, then just go back. That could have been the best thing for Hot and Spicy, and maybe they could have fought for this round still and get the retake down, but no.
The one player, the weight on his shoulders, Hot and Spicy, they had the rotation, right? They almost had 3 guys on the B side, but they leave 2 guys without any util. Okay, the positionings are there, but in a round like that, a nade, a molly to stop them one more time would have been just so lovely. Maybe the second smoke you need. Why do you need that smoke on A? You're not just gonna use it for like protecting short. No, you're gonna be pushing through it. On the B side, same scenario, but you're gonna have like one path to fight only. And it's easy to smoke off, so a little bit of a misplay maybe there for Hot and Spicy. But of course, we have to say that X-Myth has so far been playing good, and oh, that's a good kill from Angus as well. Finding the first on Salty. And you can already tell, I mean, X-Myth, they've lost against the side from Hot and Spicy on Inferno, but they're definitely more prepared. They've played those best of 3s, and they are ready to fight with this lineup. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, they are a stack, but they have the higher elo. It's going to be a difference between Hot and Spicy having to play as a team and X-Myth playing as a stack, but they have so far been playing Mirage and Inferno 2 times in a best of 3, and it's been both times working out in their favor, and X-Myth is trying to do it for a third time now.
Almost getting a kill there. Blue is 19 HP left. X-Myth, they're looking to go towards A B now. There's only one player there, but he will get fast. Oh, he gets a kill as well. Step dead on the shunt. Angus as well. How does he find that kill as well? 3 versus 2, but the B side is open. Gotta get there before X-Myth. Well, the smokes landed on CT, so he might have some luck shooting through it. Nelsia as well, and a man advantage for Hot and Spicy. This looks good for them, but they need to get the kills as well, and on time as well.
They've always been saving, so retake is a new thing, but Nels has the angle. Asteria is going to walk in with the AWP. Should be receiving them at any time. Lewis, they want to find the kill, and Asteria with the AWP is going to find the double. What a round is that from X-Myth, and unable to do anything here, Hot and Spicy. A 3 versus 2 retake, but it does work out. Combined of 60 health, but it works out for the X-Myth side.
How doesn't Nels get Lewis there? He's only 8 HP. Of course, it was the head, and Asteria with some nice shots there as well. And X-Myth, they've got 8 now. They won the first half, and they even take a timeout here.
Yeah, they're probably a little bit too
Maybe
high.
they weren't happy about the chance to even. Yeah.
That is true. I mean, it could be one of the two, right? They might have not been happy about that round, but the thing also is really like in a round like that, you're gonna be winning that clutch. You're gonna be like, let's hype it up. Yes, we win it, but we'll have to concentrate on the next one again, and it's gonna be an important one because Hot and Spicy might go for another full buy, and you could break them once again and take even like a double-digit number in the first half. So X-Myth, get back to work. You're gonna be happy. Happy for a little bit because you're gonna have to move on.
Yeah, and they have money to go this round. They still can get 7 on this first half, but it looks so unlikely right now. But maybe if they can get this round and then just work on and get some rounds in a row, they maybe get 6, then they win the pistol. Maybe they still can fight back on this second map. Of course, yeah, it is X-Myth's pick as well, so you gotta be, you gotta know they're prepared to win this easily, and yeah, you will, of course, expect that they have a good T side as well here. It's looking that so far. Hot and Spicy, they already have banana control, and on B they're just playing very passive. Oh, and almost both of the players dying, or taking damage at least.
That was already quite a lot, right? They're combined 100 health, 50 health for each player already taken down in the first few seconds. And X-Myth lining their util up to go for this A play. And if you see, players from Hot and Spicy still just holding on for middle, trying to hold short control. They've actually managed to do so for now. The smokes on long are actually also thrown in, so X-Myth are going to go for that long wrap they've done many times. And OCTR is actually going to be facing a lot of them there, but he won't find himself anything. A good execution once again, and Steps with the double to start things off. Merkel, final player left. Been anchoring his side multiple times, but that was against 2 players, and now he's up against 5. Step just continues to blow and finds a triple in the round. Gedden and Salty are the 2 players left, and they're gonna save their weapons once again. It's a saving show for Hot and Spicy, and X-Myth are the ones to be coming out victor almost every time. Another eco coming up next, possibly for the side from Hot and Spicy, so things are not looking so hot and spicy for them.
Yes, that's with a triple, he gets all of those kills. And yeah, 3 players on the A side, but they still can't stop it. Like, maybe it's the individual performance. Now you gotta think that as well, because they're just like, after you had some rounds, Angus as well with the AWP, Steps with that round. Yeah, Hot and Spicy gets some kills, but this, yeah, and yeah, 2 guns saved as well for them, but they need the rounds, not the guns.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're seeking the guns over the round, want to play it like a smart team, but at the same time, when you're losing rounds, are you really a smart team? When you're 9-3 down, are you really that smart team? But in a round like that, of course, a 2 versus 5, I do know and I do believe that was quite hard. But in sometimes those B retakes, when you had yourself a lot of damage, that could have been a call from the side from OVTR, and they're running their way into the B side now already. But that boost, I remember the rounds, right? How you remember it as well? OVCTR obviously boosted up himself, got himself a lot of damage, could have called that out, and then the retake might have came in and a lot of damage already done, so a round probably going to be won by them as well, but they didn't go for it. Losing that one and saving their weapons for the next, as it's now a B push that comes in. Xmith managing to take themselves the first 3 kills, and Hot and Spicy is able to trade things through. But now a retake must come in, otherwise double digits can already be found, and that's not something you want to concede. But a 2 versus 2 retake definitely won't be an easy one. It's the biggest chance they've had so far, I believe, Havu.
Yeah, and look at the utility for Hot and Spicy. They can use a lot of that, and yeah, no util for Xmith. And for sure, if you play on backside, you're gonna get mollied, and then there's still Miracle has a flash, but it doesn't seem like he's gonna use it too much. Miracle already gets 1 kill. It's 1v1 Derny with the AWP, changes his position. Garan doesn't know where he is. He doesn't have time for it anymore. Can he find the kill even? Yes, he can, but there's no time for it. It's 10. It's double digits already. Already for Xmith.
Wow. Just insane. Just insane, isn't it? That's something pretty special. Xmith. Double digits, like you said as well. The retake was... They had so much util. No flash used. The first kill going their way, but a 1 versus 2 for Derny. Hiding on the back of the side. Didn't get mollied out. They mollied dark. They didn't molly triple. Giving him a chance to still stay there. Giving the round away to Xmith. Now on an eco, Havu. Look at it. Hot and Spicy just don't have anything to offer almost in this round. 11 might even be secured.
Yeah, and I think it will be 11 here. And yeah, Xmith taken by this round. Even if they would lose this, they can buy last round. Oh, that's a nice shot from Salty. 2 kills already for Xmith, but Salty, yeah, he's fighting. He's fighting here. 3 versus 3. And maybe it's gonna be a bad call for Xmith if they wanna challenge this scout player. 2 players on towards A and only Salty on B. But it looks like Xmith, they wanna go towards A maybe. Some util steal the throw. They're coming in now. It looks like a A-Rap coming in. Salty rotating at the same time as well. Still util for Xmith. Oh, what just happened? Gonna gets off guard. Nails alone on site. Gets 1. Can he get this? No, he can't. After he has killed 1v2 Salty, very low. No chance.
Beautifully done. Another round will be found. Salty is gonna have to save his scout or go for it and hope for 2 tags. Yep.
There is some
11 HP.
AKs on banana those. He can go take those.
Yeah, that is good. Actually, a good thing you mentioned that. 11 health left. And he is gonna be... The bomb is gonna explode. And AWP actually picked up. Get Salty. We'll at least have that to use in the next round. But so far, the AWP has not been getting too much value. And that's the thing you can really tell by the side from Hot and Spicy. They're not really sure get done. Definitely, like, not feeling comfortable enough to go for an AWP, right? He has a lot of money, but still doesn't go for it. That's a pretty big difficulty for the Hot and Spicy side. If your AWPer isn't comfortable going for the AWP every time, right? That's usually a weapon you have to use to get certain value, but doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, a good money at least for Hot and Spicy for this last round. And the AWP is not really gone for any picks, but now it looks like Hot and Spicy wanna change the tempo and go towards mid. And can this setup find something? Well, that's what Hot and Spicy found. Oh, Nails almost gets a kill, but both of the players on mid gets killed and only 1 player on A anymore. And it's Miracle on apps. He can't really defend the side at all.
Wow. What a few kills coming in. 5 versus 2. It's Merkel baiting himself a double, getting a chance in the round. And Salty might be walking his way through. Getting taken down from behind is going to be Merkel. It's now left to Salty to close it out. A 1 versus 2. Picked up 1. Smoke gets thrown in. And so, round is looking kind of dire. Steps. Final player left. Salty's trying to run in, but will then die. X-Myth with 12. A 12-3 half has been found. And X-Myth are looking to take the game in very quick and easy fashion. We have seen 23 in 25 in terms of that first map. But now, this second map is looking so incredibly one-sided, and I don't know what the issue is. How does Hot and Spicy not get anything done here, it looks like?
Yeah, but of course, a new half. Maybe if they can get this pistol, it's very, very far away, but if they can get the pistol, maybe they have some hope for this map still. But if you're gonna lose the pistol, that's like, I don't know. Do you ever think that you can get a comeback like that? No, no chance.
This map now considered to be 50-50, sometimes T-sided as well, but Hot and Spicy will have a lot to do here. And that is not going to be easy. Journey stepping up already with finding the first steps, managing to double down, and he's actually playing himself a one-way. This is a beautiful one, Havu. Getting absolutely everything done. Gadon is the final player left, managing to get one, but it is going to be a round once again going the way of X-Myth, 13-3, and they need only 3 more right now.
Yeah, they haven't. Hot and Spicy, they haven't had any chance this round on this map. Did they win the pistol on the first half?
I think Hot and Spicy found the first 2 rounds, so it's actually like almost 11 rounds consecutively taken now for like the side from X-Myth. No answer whatsoever from Hot and Spicy.
Yeah, but they get the first kill. Darny still with a trade. That nade could be. Oh, that's a nice nade. Everybody's low except Miracle right now. And they have, well, this round at the start, of course, there's only pistols for Hot and Spicy. You're not gonna expect anything here. Angus, nice USB tap still. Good finish of the round. 14 for X-Myth.
14 found and way more yet to find for the Hot and Spicy side. A buy will come up next. But that's literally all. We'll see how it's gonna go. X-Myth side. Full buy still ready. And we might be done. We might be going to a third map. As Hot and Spicy has literally nothing to offer here, it looks like. We'll still see it though. CT side gonna be looking quite solid. And we will see if X-Myth can hold on. They don't have the weaponry this time. It's gonna be a full buy for Hot and Spicy. And they're taking some mid control, at least just playing a passive round.
Yeah, already taken some damage from nades. After has a chance to get a kill. He gets that trade coming in though. Steps. Oh, how does he get 2 on there? And it's 4v2 for X-Myth. But they are trying to challenge on B. Angus though getting the first, and Oziter can't. Oh, he's just run. And Lewis doesn't even stop. He just. That's embarrassing right now for Hot and Spicy.
Yep, another round found, and that is a disaster. An absolute disaster. Match point now, Hot and Spicy. 4 SMGs to play with against full AKs almost. They picked all of the weapons up. A bonus round not going their way, and that's obviously conceding a lot more. I expected this game to go pretty far, but Inferno looks like it's going to be a close one, meaning that we're going to be moving into Overpass. And Overpass, we'll still have to see if this map is done though, but Overpass has been a map so far where Myth has been playing on once, and Hot and Spicy still hasn't. They haven't been touching it once. Touching Vertigo and Inferno. And of course Mirage then winning it as a first pick right now. But the fact that we haven't seen any Overpass from them yet is scaring me out a little. X-Myth still playing as a stack. Overpass is going to be hard. They still left it as a decider, so we'll have to see it. This is first going to be a mid push for the X-Myth coming in. Bluis managing to take down Salty. That's going to leave just... Oh, Nels left in Boiler. He's going to get taken down. Steps will continue on to blow. And it's a 2 versus 4. And it should be a done deal in this round. OZTER still picking himself up one piece. But it looks still kind of dire.
Yeah, only 2 rounds away and we go to Inferno. I'm in Overpass. We're on Inferno right now. Louis, yeah, only 25 HP, but I think that's not gonna be a big factor. Does OZTR know about Angus on site? And yeah, well, he gets the
Oh,
kill at least.
Booster there.
Miracle now, alone 1 versus 3. And yeah, well, let's give him the opportunity to get this one. He needs 2 on this side, he gets the first. Does he get Angus? No, he doesn't. And 16-3 for Xmith. We're going to the last map. We're going to the Decider overpass.
Wow, what a performance from X-Myth. Giving absolutely no chance to the hot and spicy side. Getting absolutely nothing done, and we'll see if there's still anything that is in their tanks left, because now, obviously, you're losing yourself that overtime game. You're kind of thinking, why did X-Myth not close it out that easy and type of that? 16-3 after that's obviously going the way of X-Myth, meaning that they've so far been getting back into it for some reason. It was overtime all along. It was a very close game, but it still looked like the side from Hot and Spicy had almost nothing to offer, so X-Myth bouncing back and now having to do that just one more time. Now Hot and Spicy is going to take a hit, and we'll see how that is going to go. We just played on the Italian map, of course, of Inferno, but we're rising towards Germany, of course, towards the overpass, and we'll see how that's gonna go, but that will be after a short little bit of a break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few moments, and then we're gonna be seeing the third map and final map of tonight to see whichever team will be playing in semi-finals versus the 95 Vikings, and we'll be having at least 25 euros secured in terms of prize money. See you guys after a short break.
Done. No health left, and there we go, join the force. They take the victory over 95 Vikings. And they take the first spot in this season.
2 groups of 7 teams will battle against each other in a round of robin best of 1 stage. Number 1, each group goes to the semi-finals. Worst team of each group is out. The other 10 teams will go to the playing stage and battle it out for the remaining spots in the playoffs.
Doge gets the 1. Now it's on Pena. He gets the 1. Can he get the second as he peeks out? He does get the second.
They again are having a bye and the run boost is coming out. This is what you like to see. And Bradfly takes the entry onto JV so easily. He was just flying like a bird.
They're losing 16-3 versus a puck stack.
suggested. Oh, but B. Lewis peeks out, does a double spray down, and just Oyster against 2. Just play with the time, play with the space, and they are running around.
Might have himself a chance to take it all with them. 2 versus 4 is now the results. And we'll see ourselves a little bit of a nice bit of intel. Angus gonna get that bomb planted. A retake must be initiated.
Yeah, fair.
And just remember, this is a best of 3. It'll be interesting to see a stat of how long this map has gone so far. Oh, but Oyster, such a good position and gets 2. But unfortunately, that's just been traded around the map.
Here know about Angus on site. And yeah, well, he gets the kill at least. Miracle now alone 1 versus 3. And yeah, well, let's give him the opportunity to get this one. He needs 2 on this side, he gets the first. Let's get Angus.
Steps. Oh no. That's incredible. The bombs in Steps control. They notice another player who Salty didn't seem ready for them. This could be the critical misplay that allow X-Myth a lot before V. Lewis takes down Salty. But Gadan wants to remind them that he's at B site as well. Oh no, and the players are coming towards the B site. But the trades come in. Gadan with a 2k, hoping to finish this up and get 21 rounds before cards. But it's still Angus not really being taken advantage of. They're being given so much room to try play around with as they get the first. But is it gonna go into the second? Time is your friend, but Salty gets the half has just been made 10 times harder. Oh, and Nels hits the spam as well. Oh, but the Glock. Yeah, let's be. Oh no, that grenade's beautiful. Fantastic grenade from Nels.
Together on the short side, and it's actually going to be OVCTR taking himself his own demise as a Gurney that does pick up the op, right? You talked about it earlier. How is it?
Yeah.
Is it needed to go for that op? It does seem to be, or it does seem to be a chance they go for in Salty.
The timing favors Nels, and they make sure to do it successfully. CT side tight, but a U-turn, but Nels spots the first and gets a bit of damage to the second. Dermy isn't gonna be comfortable. Oh, but they re-peek. Nels has them in the palm of their hand. Out your location. But I guess the key insight is it's a Deagle and an M4, but it's only one player left, and that is the D. They just want to hide in the smoke. How much time do you have? You're sneaking around. Gets the first. Uh-oh. Pulls out the gun. No, but with 5 HP, B. Lewis.
Leaving MP9, so he keeps on buying MP9s because he has himself some util. You might want to have that extra fragging power to take the kills instead of playing for the util and hoping then for the best. But we'll have to see what is going to backfire, what is going to help them. For now, it's still 2-2, and this looks like it's going to be a round for X-Myth as the. There we go. Knife round on overpass. Pretty important. Whoever will be getting that CT side is going to get a good start. I'm of course still joined by Havu. And we're going to see this final map now in play. It's going to be the deciding. So it's going to be for all the marbles. Winner will get themselves at least secured a little bit of prize money. And X-Myth will win it.
Yeah, and that in a deciders, this can really do a lot if you win the knife round. Even like if you don't really play this map overpass, it can really, you go CT start and then you can just take 15-0 lead and then you win easily. And your T doesn't even have to be too good. But X-Myth, they go with T side, right?
No, they're going for CT. It still has to be switched around. But you
I
can
see.
see players on the left. That's the thing that's more dominant. And there we go. One more switch and then we're done. Hot and spicy on the T side. That's going to be a big thing that we're going to be having to watch. As I mentioned inside of the off time we had, right? I mentioned both of the teams. And also, I mentioned that inside the pre-show we had a little, even though it wasn't a pre-show, it was a mid-game show. But X-Myth, they're obviously individually a lot better. Their elos are a little higher. They're definitely individually a little better than Hot and Spicy. But Hot and Spicy have it from their team play. And on Overpass, it's a map where team play can definitely benefit quite a lot, as it's a map you really have to play like a team. But so was Inferno, and that map didn't go their way.
Yeah, and already, yeah, 1v3. It looks like Hot and Spicy could win this pistol. Yeah, 1v2 now. Darn, it doesn't have kits, but I think there's somewhere in the site there is kits. So, but oh, he gets another one, but time is ticking. He doesn't have the time. I'm very Hot and Spicy with the pistol.
Yep,
And
they take it.
yeah,
That is huge. Pistol, although you usually know 2 or 3 rounds more will at least be found, and the fact that you're starting on the T side of Overpass, such a CT sided map, when you are playing against a team that is, I mean, been playing quite solid on their T side so far, and also on their CT, it is gonna be looking quite stellar. Team names are still obviously the wrong way around, you just need to look at the names on the bottom. You see Hot and Spicy on the right, and X-Myth on the left, meaning that, of course, X-Myth, there we go. Found the button of X-Myth is at least playing against each other now. No, not anymore. Hot and Spicy
but
are
yeah,
looking to
Inferno.
find more.
Do you remember Hot and Spicy? They won the first, then they won another one, but then
Yeah,
they still lost it 16-3. They just need to get like maybe the 5 in a row and not stop there and just get a good T side and then set up for a good CT side as well and take this last map.
I completely agree with you. And the one thing that Hot and Spicy now has that X-Myth doesn't is a start on the T side, which is looking good. Right, on Inferno, more like 50-50. It doesn't really matter if you're CT or T. But on Overpass, Overpass is now turned into one of the most CT-sided maps in the game. And the fact that Hot and Spicy can start off by picking up the first one, and even if they find only 10 rounds then, they're gonna be able to find more. They have another chance to do so. If they manage to find that all, we know that on the CT side, Hot and Spicy might be just a little bit better looking. X-Myth is gonna have a player disconnecting. 5 players still left, or 4 players still left for Hot and Spicy, but in terms of the server, 5. Asteria is gonna get shut down, not really. Finding 1, and there he joins back. I think it was Bluis leaving the server. And now he's back in the game. 2-0 for Hot and Spicy, and playing up against the Eco now. They should be having a chance to find themselves their third, and that is a very good start they didn't have yet.
Yeah, and maybe this round, if they can get every player alive, they start to build up their money as well, and then they afford to lose some rounds as well there. But when you have good money on T side, it's just you just gotta win. Like you can lose one, then you can win another, and then you have good balance, and that's it. But yeah, X-Myth, they find the first kill. It's 5v4, but of course against 5 pistols, maybe they get an AK there. Angus has a Galil though, it's not an AK. This should be a free round for Hot and Spicy still.
There's no way, right? 5 versus 4 actually going the way of X-Myth. Looking to go for this retake, but they don't have a kill, and first few kills are also running through. Angus still able to pick up 1, the chances are still there. I don't know how they've been getting a window of opportunity, but they still managed to take it. Steps is in a 1 versus 2, trying to tap away. Down to 35 health, and now is just running for his life, saving his Mac 10. And a 3-0 looks to go the way of Hot and Spicy. The taps are still running through. Looks like Hot and Spicy is going to find themselves yet another round. A little awkward, a little few taps, and it looks like Hot and Spicy will finally get it. It took a little bit too long, but Hot and Spicy have done their part, and 3-0 will be found.
Yeah, still Hot and Spicy, they have the money to buy AKs easily, so now if they can get the first... Oh, Darny already with a nope. But he looks like going towards mid though, he doesn't wanna take a monster pick or anything. And yeah, no SMGs for Hot and Spicy, so we will expect a slow round I would believe.
Try to go for it. For now, Darny expecting a mid push to come out. Salty up close. Darny able to fight. Finding 1. Push is gonna come up, and OVCTR actually finding Blue is there. A side is now under control. If they run towards it, steps B side, so rotations can come up. X-Myth might be arriving a little too late. Asteria's there, having to find a multiple, but only finding 1, giving Hot and Spicy, a chance to push up the side, and they're definitely looking very solid right now. I didn't expect it to go this way after a 16-3 that went down. But of course, these teams are prepared. They know how to fight back from a disadvantage. They have been in this situation for a long time. And Hot and Spicy, they seek every single map from a different perspective. And this map is a map on itself. And Hot and Spicy looks like they're gonna have 4.
Yeah, X-Smith really didn't have much competition this round now to try and get the first on board. Yeah, of course, Dorney, he get the first, but yeah, trade is good, and then you didn't even have trade for the next player and all, and looked promising for Hot and Spicy this round. A good chance for them. Yeah, X-Smith, they don't have money now this round. Blues, he has a Mac, but that's not, surely it's not gonna win a round though. 4 players towards mid though, and alone steps with the Deagle towards B.
Getting himself some intel, that's all that he does. Falling away now back to middle. And of course, as you mentioned, like the Mac 7 is the only weapon they have that isn't a pistol. Significantly higher chance for Hot and Spicy to take themselves like a 5th round or something. That is looking to be the case. Walking their way up into Con as well. Great shot there for Salty. And now Blue is gonna watch for more. But knows that Salty is coming from the top, so will then get sandwiched down. And there he falls. The only weapon that X-Smith had, as I said, that wasn't a pistol, now taken down. And Durney and Steps having to make the impossible happen to avoid Hot and Spicy from getting a 5-0 lead. And it won't be doing anything. I mean, Durney will find 1, but that isn't enough. We need 4 more. Still Steps trying to fight back, but isn't good enough to take the kills. Gaddon will find it, and it's Hot and Spicy getting themselves their 5th round in a row right now.
Yeah, and we could even see a reverse sweep here. Hot and Spicy looking good, and they're still playing on T side, so if they just can get a couple more rounds on this side, looking good for them. And yeah, of course, we don't know how good their CT side is. Do they have any games on this map already?
They have played... Hot and Spicy hasn't played this map once yet, so it's gonna be quite hard. I can actually look a little into their ESCA statistics on how that goes, but in Authority League they haven't yet played it, so it is definitely a good thing to take a note. Overpass might be like a hidden map, a hidden talent of them so far. I'm actually gonna check. No, they've played 4 matches. 2 matches were Overpass. They're 0-4 now in ESCA Open. They haven't had the best of luck yet on this map, but against X-Myth, it is looking better. Maybe Hot and Spicy, I mean, they want to play it potentially. Teams might be planning it a little against them, and they know Hot and Spicy is a very good team. The teams all playing together. This map is a map where you're gonna need that, so a little bit of anti-banning maybe, but Hot and Spicy are looking quite strong, and 6-0 could even be secured. How much more do you think they're gonna get, Havu? Hot and Spicy don't look to be stopping anytime soon.
Well, if they play like this, like maybe even double digits already, Darn is just saving the AWP now. And next round is not gonna be good. It's only the AWP and then lost. Oh, not even the AWP, only lost bonus. And yeah, this has to be for sure 7-0 already for Hot and Spicy if they can win against the half buy. Good chance for that as well.
Yeah, it is looking significantly better than I expected. Once again, Hot and Spicy, they don't seem to get a hit after losing 16-3. Right? 16-3 on that map. They don't get themselves a single hit whatsoever. They see the map as a different one. Going back to the drawing board on Inferno. But Overpass and the side of Mirage are 2 maps they can definitely play. CTR able to find himself a double there with the AWP. So does Merkel with his AK to find 1, and so does Salty with his AK as well. Meaning that there's all going to be down to Steps, and a 7-0 is going to be found here by Hot and Spicy. And no caster curse.
Yeah, we're testing the luck.
Yeah, we're testing it a little. I mean, I've caster curse many times before. Even a 15-5 lead that then fell into overtime. And then the team that lost 10 rounds in a row won the game in the end. So you're 15-5 up, you lose 10 rounds consecutively, and after that you're still winning an OT. I mean, after that, everything in me tells me that there's just something wrong. something.
That has to be a mental breakdown for the team who lost.
Exactly. You fight back for so long and then you just lose.
Yeah. Sounds like a setup game for them, but no. Xmas really, they have to get some rounds here. It's not gonna be enough, like 3 rounds, not gonna be enough. Maybe 5, yeah, you can work with that, but it's gonna be very hard. And Hot and Spice is really in a good run right now. Like this first half, they only need 1 round and then they have won the first half. But of course, if they get 8 and Xmas get 7, they're not gonna be happy for it for sure. If they're 7-0 winning right now.
Next few bits and pieces have to be found.
But yeah, Xmas, they get a kill already. Good entry, 5v4 advantage for the CT side. And yeah, they have connector control as well. Hot and Spicy trying to work from long. And yeah, Xmas, they haven't, I think they haven't really gone for too many early picks already, or then I'm just blind, but yeah, but that long play from Hot and Spicy can really do a lot of damage towards the A side. Bomb is still with Gadan towards connector though.
Someone in the chat has a question for you, Havu. What is your favorite
Yeah.
map?
I don't
What
have a
is your
favorite map.
If you have to name one, what would it be? Like, it could be also like a map that's not in the map pool, if you want.
I'm gonna think that for a couple of rounds and then I'm gonna answer.
Oh, okay. keep them on their toes. That's what you're
Yeah.
looking for. Asteria also keeping us on their on our toes, because he's actually taken a lot of space without the knowledge of Hot and Spicy. They're actually not gonna know that he's all the way from behind, but taking a peek, finding the frag, repositioning back up, and is then falling down. Great pick there for OVCTR. Able to take him out. 3 versus 4 has been taken, and they're running their way in towards the side from behind. There's actually going to be Bluis coming in, getting a 1-for-1 trade. And Stab. Drop second. Maybe plant set, never mind. Taken down. And X-Myth taking the Brazil.
Yeah, first round on the board and look, yeah, 3 players alive as well. It was 5v3 at the start as well. So a good round for Xmas, and they're fighting against now this Hot and Spicy T side. And yeah, 1 round and then you can start off building this side. It can be a decent side coming up.
Could still be, but the economy is still good from the Hot and Spicy. That's something we're gonna have to find out pretty soon. 8-1 still potentially in the cards. Breaking through, Salty not getting hit up. Lewis take himself a grenade is gonna be tossed up quite a bit. Lewis down to 70 health and is the one to find the first entry. There's gonna be a lot of chances for Hot and Spicy to still make something back, but at least the first bit of stableness has been found. That boost coming in any second, but there's actually a counter boost for X-Myth. Could be finding a double. Exalty getting them both! What is that? Able to run his way into the side, and Angus should be a sitting duck here on if Salty continues to blow, finding a triple as well. That is how you clean up a B-side.
Yeah, what a frax from Salty. How does he even get those 2 on the boost, and Angus didn't have the spray on the dot to get him down, and even if he would have gotten 1 kill, it wouldn't be enough still. Needs more. Asteria now alone on a 1v4. Even though Salty being low, this has to be around for Hot and Spicy. And you know, I got the answer for my favorite map now.
Okay.
It's gonna be Gobblestone. Before the updates. Yeah.
Before the updates, okay.
When I started playing CSGO, I liked that map, so...
Okay. That was about the time when you started, because I know for myself, I have like almost never... I played 1 game of Cobblestone in total, and that was on Face It. I got a 0.3 KD on there, so it definitely wasn't a map to be too happy about. But before that, I only played like Mirage and Dust 2 on Mac. Then I went into Face It, and then after that it got removed, so I don't have too much memories of the map. But I do hear good stories of it. I know Steve The one who actually asked the question is not the biggest fan of it. But maybe now that you are, he's probably gonna be too. I'm not too sure. We'll see.
And the Xmas with a bad buy here though. They're getting some kills back. It's 3 versus 2 though for Hot and Spicy. Journey towards connector door as well. And maybe if Hot and Spicy go towards B, he might get a good round here. Good kills. Looks like Miracle, he opens the door. Can Journey find anything? No, he can't, and steps along with the Deagle. 1 versus 3. Do you think he will get this?
I'm just not too sure. Steps having a deagle only, so chances are gonna be like significantly lower to close this one out, but he do still have a chance. Deagle pulled out for Merkel. An awkward fight, but the kill will be found eventually. Hot and Spicy are gonna peak and will take 9 with them. 9-1 scoreline. And of course an 8-round differential now still to play with. If you look at the X-Myth side, their buy is going to be looking quite solid with the double up setup, but they will have to find some rounds before it's going to be like already too late to make a comeback.
Yeah, that's true. They can only get 6 rounds maximum on this first half, and I don't even know, is that enough for CT? Well, Xmith, they hope it is, and they want to do something else on mid. They play very aggressive. Darny gets a kill, and trade is there though, and this double up is gonna be very interesting. How will Xmith utilize that? Asteria dying. Göran getting his kill. Still Blue is with the op towards playground, but really the players are just avoiding him.
The bomb is actually pushing in, and look at the A side. Gedden is already going to bank, and Steps is ready. Has the angle. Shouldn't have too much to do. Gedden still all the way positioned. He's not going to push further. You see, this is like patience on his finest. You need this patience if you are gonna, because he's gonna be facing over against a stare down, but now pushes in for more, and that should be Steps that finds that frag. Never mind, Gedden wins it, and now he's gonna run towards the B side. I think he's gonna go down. Blue is will be the one to fall down, and Angus, he knows where he is. Position down, go to A, you win it. Go to B, you win it as well. It doesn't matter, but 10 should be on the board nevertheless. Only if Angus can win a full piece of Util kit, still find themselves or find himself this retake. It's gonna be hard, but not impossible.
Yeah, he doesn't even have kids. Saldis one HP, but he has to hit some nasty shots here, but Nels has a different plan for this round. It's 10 already for Hot and Spicy. Only 1 for Xmith. Not looking good for them. And they had to half by this. Oh no, they wanna force this round, and that could be a little bit desperate call.
Yeah, what are you doing actually? Throwing up that scout and actually forcing in. I think X-Myth, I mean, they definitely didn't expect to get so much resistance after that 16-3 they've won. But, I mean, things are looking like they are about done and dusted already. I mean, I don't want to cast the curse in any way, but Hot and Spicy just look the more Hot and Spicy team. And that's something you're really going to need here. And with this win, it could be moving into the semis. And we might actually be earlier done than expected, right? I know Bass at some point said we're gonna be at least taking till midnight. I mean, I expected this to take till like 1 or 2 a.m., but we might be done before the next morning, you know?
Yeah. For me, it's already 1 a.m., so trying my best to be awake. Yeah, there's not much resistance on this round anymore. 3 players for Xmith, they're all very separated right now. Of course, 2 on B, 1 on A, 4 for Hot and Spicy. Trying to go towards A, and maybe OZTR does some fake towards B. It does rotate as well. Asteria going towards B, and now A side is clear. It's fully clear, and still, yeah, this one player lurk does some damage as well, gets a kill. But Hot and Spicy with the sight, and yeah, well, it's gonna be another save, isn't it?
Yep, it looks like it is. X-Myth now the one to go for it, but yeah, at this point, how much is save gonna matter? But at the same time, how much is the pushing for it or trying to get the round gonna matter. But at some point, you're just gonna be feeling like nothing matters at that point. You're just gonna try to force things that aren't needing to be forced. Now they're just playing for the save, but at the same time, in the back of the minds, it's gonna be 11-1 in the favor of Hot and Spicy, and they will be able to find it. They are gonna win the half in a big matter already. And still, considering by the stats we have, still not gonna be an easy run here for Xmyth, because they will still have a full T site ahead.
Yeah, it's not been what I've expected at least. I expected Xmove to take this map comfortably because of the Inferno game 16-3. They would have the confidence, and Hot and Spicy, maybe they have some mental things, but yeah, the Hot and Spicy really done amazing job right now, taking 11-1 lead already. And yeah, Blues, he wants to push connector Miracle behind the smoke though, and there is no flash for Blues to get him behind the smoke, and he's just gonna go back. Yeah, it looks like Xmyth, they just do some individual pushes. Maybe they're cold, but they look very, very desperate right now.
They just look desperate to find something, and I mean, the trade comes in for Durney, but that push in con is definitely not something quite usual. And as you mentioned, they're looking very like this as well. Nothing works. You're playing on the side, you're failing. You're pushing together, you're failing. Nothing seems to work, and look at this. Double players getting picked up. Durney and Stabbed, the final 2 players left. I mean, I don't want to sound any weird, but this looks like a done deal. It definitely does. Nels expecting Durney to push. It's 12-1. Hot and Spicy. With this win, they could be moving into the semis. Plane versus 95 Vikings up next. 2 open teams against each other once again. And the winner might be facing off against BM. But first, Hot and Spicy has to get to 16. But that's the scenario that we have right now. Higher chance for Hot and Spicy to do it. And I'm already just drawing that scenario for you guys.
Let's see, getting some kills, but how much are those gonna do anything? Like, yeah, they do some financial damage, but Hot and Spicy, they have a lot of money. And yeah, it's already 12, so I'm really even if Xmyth would get 3 rounds on this city side, it's just not gonna be enough. Not gonna be enough.
It doesn't seem to be. There's to be a lot happening right now. First, that foundation needs to be built. These next 2 rounds have to be won. 14-1 looks like an impossible comeback. 13-2, impossible. 12-3, also impossible, but a little less. I guess that there's still something to say, Fred. But, yeah. 99 out of 100 times this game should be, like, ending soon. But for now, at least the first pick has been found. Bluest pick set. And a 5 versus 4 has actually been found in the favor of Xmyth.
Looking good for Hot and not this round, but yeah, it's 12-1, so looking good for them to go into the semifinals, needing only 4 rounds. And yeah. Yes, can you remind us what teams are right now in the semis?
Yeah, so far we have ourselves the first grand finalist already confirmed, which is BM Esports. And in the second semifinals, where the winner of these are going to be playing against is 95 Vikings. So then the winner of this game will be playing versus 95 Vikings. Then the winner of that will be grand final. So it is looking, I mean, it's looking like it's almost 2 more matches in total. 2 best 3s, the semis and the final still coming up. And then after that, the season is over and we're gonna have to start building a new one, because that's how fast we could be bringing it. And it looks like Xmyth wants to bring us fast and fewer rounds as they're picking up their second. They are only 1 round away now from actually getting that third where I was talking about earlier, which was the thing they kind of needed.
Yeah, every player alive as well, but yeah, Hot and Spicy is just another round for them. Like, they have a good money here. If they win this, Xmyth, like, Yeah, no chance. They have to win pistol and then like 100 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
And I think that's not gonna happen. So there is, wait, 1, 2, 4 teams in the tournament left, right?
Yeah, now and then after this, there's only 3.
Yeah, who do you think will win it? Win the grand final, win it all?
I think BM definitely has shown the truest potential. They went out flawlessly in the group, sweeping 2-0 as well in the semis. So they should have themselves a significantly, a very good chance to take it all. The semis. What was the total of the? It was 16-9 and 16-5 versus Infras International, which has been winning versus RQS, winning versus Kova Academy as well, playing versus such promising rosters, and then still like almost sweeping it, or they sweeped it, but 16-9 and 16-5 seems like they've almost nothing to fight against, right? So that is looking very easy and quick, and this also looks like it's an easy round for XMIF. They're actually fighting back, and we are obviously talking a lot about this game, like we're already talking about Hot and Spicy winning it, but with these 3 rounds, pistol, 100 million rounds, I mean, it's not impossible, but it is going to be very hard, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, it all depends how Hot and Spicy will play the CT side, but yeah, I think they will get 4 rounds. I think even if they will lose the pistol, they will get 4 rounds, but well, it's about XMF and proving us wrong. Let's see, can they do it? Start with the pistol. Garan trying to do something aggressive, but Durny shut him down. Looking good so far, going from long with 4 players. Maybe going to the Taurus and doing a B rack after, I guess, a kill. And no kills for Hot and Spicy still, it's 5 versus 2. And yeah, coming towards B looks like a round for XMF already.
Wow, pistol round going their way. Pistol round and 1 million. I mean, the pistol round is done. Now just the 1 million rounds, and we're good to go. XMIF is still fighting back. And they have so far shown that they can beat much higher opponents than they are in terms of what they've so far done. I mean, they were 3-3 out of the groups and winning but 2 streaks to be in there at this point. Being like the underdog that's still in this tournament, Hot and Spicy. I expected them to take it fairly easy as well. I think I expected Hot and Spicy just take it in a quick sweep, and now it looks like Hot and Spicy is actually still gonna fall under the pressure a little. And Steve Bruce saying T side. I mean, statistically speaking, that shouldn't be the case, but we can throw the statistics out the window in terms of so far as well. Hot and Spicy has so far been looking good on Inferno, but for some reason, XMIF still took it in 16-3, and Mirage went all the way. I mean, statistics, who cares about them, right? Who cares about them?
Yeah, no one. And if T-side is better, here is an amazing chance for XMIF to prove that. Taking how many? 12 rounds? They need to get 12 rounds and then they have 16. So, yeah, this round should be an easy one with those SMGs as farming money. Well, still losing couple. After only 6 HP, maybe losing an AK as well, but not to happen is 6 for XMIF.
12-5, still a chance. Hot and Spicy now having to go their way with full buy. Obviously one FAMAS still in play, but 4 rifles around it. With XMIF looking quite solid in their buy as well, and slowly starting to build an economy. Chances are gonna be there for them. Steps running in, taking control, moving his way to a con. And XMIF are slowly but surely getting their way into some control. Hot and Spicy are actually giving mid all up. A little bit of a questionable decision, I guess. Guess they could have fought for middle a long way, but maybe expecting XMIF like they are to take full mid and take the fights, and might not want to take the peaks themselves, play it passive. But of course, there's a little thing called playing it too passive and then having to play for the retake and then saving again, like Hot and Spicy have done multiple times. But now they're actually fighting and they're winning it as well. The M4s are putting up the work. It's Angus and Asteria, there are the 2 players left. Salty holding on, nice double in the round. And it's all left to Asteria now. Walking his way down into connector, and it should be hot and spicy, taking 13 here. As it's Asteria running up pretty close. Merkel is looking to take it. Bomb will get tapped once. He's trying to fake it out, but Asteria not watching for Monster. And then Merkel given a window of opportunity to strike. Take it would open up, finding 13. 3 more to go. Hot and spicy. Now really looking strong to take it. And now for real.
Yeah, and really last round I think Hot and Spicy they didn't even have kits, so they really couldn't play for retake. But sometimes maybe you wanna play 4 on B at the start. I think they still had only 3 players. There you just leave mid and let the T side use all or of the util working from mid, and then of course yeah on the situation when what is happening now? Blau is already close towards mid. Doesn't find any kills though. Hot and Spicy just playing. Now they're playing from retake. They have util to do so as well. Xmith already on site finds the first as well. First kill, but kills coming up for Hot and Spicy 3 versus 3. Asteria only 10 HP with Tech 9. And util for Hot and Spicy is still decent to go and win a round like this. Oh, what? Just not gotten and Miracle both finding a kill dirty. Trying to do something, but he dies. Steps now alone 1 versus 2. I think it is planned for him as well. There is smoke still for Hot and Spicy to use. They're not gonna be ready for Steps position. He gets the first. Can he get the diffuser?
Oh, no.
And that's 14 for Hot and Spicy. How close was that? Steps almost getting the 1v2, but just can't win it.
Cannot find the diffuser. Thought he was potentially faking. Pulled out his knife, but it was a diffuse kit on the player, giving him enough time to get the diffuse going. And the timer of the bomb was so close as well. A few more seconds later and there wouldn't have been enough time. But it is Hot and Spicy getting themselves into a position where they're now getting closer to making this win go their way. First kill is already found. Things are looking great. Still Steps with the trade, but the buy is still not looking good. Deagle picked up, of course, an AK picked up for him, and the Mac 10s on 2 players as well. Hot and Spicy still looking the strongest in terms of weapons, and Angus running in, falling down to Salty. Merkel will let one cross, let him slip, finding himself a kill with it. Sprays for the second, but Asteria will find him instead. 1-for-1 trade can be taken. This looks like Hot and Spicy is going to get some match point, and with that, having a chance to be the second team getting out of the play-ins.
Yeah, Durin has to win this clutch. He gets the first. 1v2 Salty is low as well, and Garan has an op. Durin with the flash as well, trying to get another position to isolate a 1v1 fight. And he can flick to Salty, he's very low, but Salty has the kill. Still is 15 for Hot and Spicy. They have the furious points.
Wow, this is looking incredible. Hot and Spicy probably being the second team to make it out of the play-in stage, and also the last team, of course. Inference International did it already. They lost versus BM in the semi-finals, but Hot and Spicy is going to get themselves a chance to fight against 95 Vikings. They need one more round for that to be a thing. And of course, I hope, I'm not too sure, we're still thinking about it, but maybe there's going to be a graphic about the bracket soon. Otherwise, I'll just advise you guys to look at the Wikipedia to see what things are going. But if we have a bracket, yes or no, we will be finding that out soon. But Hot and Spicy, if they take this game, which is pretty likely now, they will be going and moving in to the semi-finals of the Authority League Season 4.
Yeah, against these pistols, Hot and Spicy really don't have too big of a fight. Already 2-man advantage for them as well. Asteria still fighting for the round. Almost finding another one, but Mirk finds a kill on A. And it's 2 more kills. And then Hot and Spicy going to the semi-final. Both of the players have deagles as well, so this is not gonna be an easy round for Xmith at all. Some could say it's impossible even. Asteria. Yeah, and Gadan gets the kill. Angus now alone. 1 versus 4. This has to be, it's hot and spicy. Taking the map, taking the decider, and the win.
Wow. First map. So incredibly close, and then the second and the third are both just something else. One-sided second map going the way of X-Myth. Now Overpass going the way of Hot and Spicy. Salty will find it. And that will say goodbye to X-Myth. They fought a long way. They were the underdogs coming into this game, managing to already win 2 best of 3 series. And here we have the bracket updated, and yes, Hot and Spicy winning round 4 of this play-in stage, meaning that the play-ins are going to be wrapped up. We did see Infras International getting through from that bottom part, meaning that they were going to play versus, they lost. Now Hot and Spicy will have a chance to play against 95 Vikings in the upper semi to see which is going to be the second team joining BM inside of that grand finals, and the winner of that will be crowned the Authority League Season 4 winner. That is just lovely stuff. They will be, I'm actually going to check out because I'm not too sure actually. We might be like making a list of the winners. I mean, I should remember the winners when that's actually been set, but we do have like a whole history, of course, with the 3 seasons. But it's just been to cast for, of course, this competition. And I hope you guys at home also enjoyed quite a bit. It's been an awesome series to see, and a 2-1 has been found in the favor of the Hot and Spicy. Garden also saying GG's in the chat. GG's man as well. Good luck in the semis. And Havu, do you have any last words to say? Because it's already quite late for you, so we might be wrapping it up soon. But any last words for the chat and for everybody else?
No, not really. Thank you for the opportunity. It was fun to cast with you, Jesse. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, of course. And with that, this stream will be coming to an end. And it's been, once again, a lovely pleasure to cast for the Authority League, of course. We are going to be, of course, Steve, Boss, and me going to be guiding everything through. And, of course, there's only 2 more matches left. After that, there's going to be way more seasons coming. So be sure to stick around, because we'll be put up and up in everything. Quality is already looking great. Stream has been amazing. And, of course, the people in the chat also. Definitely nice to see a lot of people joining in for these matches. And we're hoping to improve that every single time. Now, there's going to be semi-finals still left. 2 more matches in the Authority League. Hot and Spicy taking on 95 Vikings. And a winner of that playing versus BM Esports. So that will all be happening when the matches have been scheduled. So make sure you stick around. Check all the live alerts. And of course, the bracket. And when the matches are going to announce the schedule, you can check it out there and find everything you need in terms of what type of days there are and when you can watch all the matches of your possibly favorite teams or of the possible winners of this league. This will mean that Hot and Spicy are going to take themselves some cash with them. At least the 25 euros has been secured, and they will be fighting on against 95 Vikings left. For now, I want to thank you guys all for watching. For the people that are still here, it's been an amazing pleasure to be here, and I hope you guys, I hope you're all going to be enjoying the rest of your evening or night, whatever it is, because for Havu it's now like 1 a.m. already. Almost 1:30, but for Hot and Spicy and Myth, it's going to be done. For Myth, it's completely done. Congratulations for still making it this far. They've managed to get 2 best of 3 wins. Definitely the underdog story all along, but it would have been a nice story as well if they continued with Hot and Spicy, which is 1 step ahead. For now, there's nothing more for me to say than goodbye everyone, and I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, and see you guys all some more time.
No health left, and there we go, join the force. They take the victory over 95 Vikings, and they take the first spot in this season.
Two groups of 7 teams will battle against each other in the round of robin best of 1 stage. Number 1, each group goes to the semi-finals. Worst team of each group is out. The other 10 teams will go to the playing stage and battle it out for the remaining spots in the playoffs.
Doge gets the 1. Now it's on Pena. He gets the 1. Can he get the second as he peeks out? He does get the second!
They again are having a bye and the run boost is coming out. This is what you like to see. And Bradfly takes the entry onto JV so easily. He was just flying like a bird there.